Good evening everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic, what day is it? Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday, isn't it? Okay. I hope you're doing well. Let me swap on over to the main scene. Good evening one and all, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Lovely to have you all here. Who have we got in tonight? We've got Stolpcraft, Gautier, Valegros here, Wonder Sheep, Fishboy, Smokeless Snake, Real ID Lol, Eridastia, Brumblefar, Darkwings here, Seawolf, Calistaran, Rohim. I hope you're all doing well. How's your Tuesday holding up? I hope everyone's doing okay. And welcome, Jack. You're bang on time. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing all right. Is it me or is my audio slightly out of sync? It looks like it's not lip syncing correctly. I'll have to check that later. I can't really change at the moment. Jack is here. Clapped hand. On Tuesday is elections that need a distraction. Of course, yes, for everyone who's over there. I hope it all goes well for you. I'll be fast asleep. Do a hand clap. That's the best way to do it, isn't it? So I'll go. That seems okay. That was all right. Yep, that was fine. What else do we have coming in here? Netherwing, Bonebreaker, hope you're doing well. Getting ready for Darkwing, getting ready to cook whilst you're helping support Discord and watching the stream. Well, Darkwing, that's a lot to juggle at once. It's very much appreciated. Wolfsbane, good evening to you. And not been here in a long time. Hope everyone is good. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Logging out of game is broken again. Oh, is it? Okay. That doesn't sound good. It all seems fine. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for the feedback. Momo, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Maybe my mouth just isn't moving when you think it is. It could be that. It's all disguised by the beard and the moustache, so it kind of like makes it hard to see. I know that much, definitely. Biscuit, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. So how's everyone's week started? All right. I hope it's all good. Bit of gold making going on. I don't think there's been a lot in the gold making news since Sunday. Nothing massive that I've spotted yet. So carry on with the. Obviously, we've got, what is it? The 3rd now. So we've got a week until the first event starts. So I wonder whether people will come back then, and whether we can still carry on selling our uncanny gear. Our uncanny gear for at least another week, if not more. Depends on how quickly everything drops, really, I would guess. I managed to go online and relist everything this earlier today, so I should be okay. Just collect up the gold for today and then work out what we're going to do. Try and make the most of our anniversary buff if we can. Cerelia, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I spent a lot of today preparing the house for the arrival of kittens. So we've been very, very busy today, not doing stream stuff, but doing house stuff. Woke up this morning with 120k in the mail, really only 80k, 2 Panthers sold, so 40k away to buy the vendor parts for the next 2. Fantastic, that sounds a great turnaround there for your Panthers. So I'm trying to meet my Shadowlands goal by pre-patch. Pre-patch event or by Shadowlands launch. I would say, because I'm probably not going to be doing too much for the pre-patch event, so I'll be going more for Shadowlands launch. I feel like I'm in a fairly good position at the moment. I'm happy with where my professions are at, and the next thing I want to do really is just make sure everyone's ready. I'm trying to accumulate as much gold as I can between now and then. The professions are all basically there. It's just filling them out now. That's the main thing. Just bought 30,500 golds tie spray linen for 41,480 gold. That's a pretty good price, definitely. Right, we've got some good sales so far tonight. What have we got? Gift of Haste, Master of Navigation, Deep Sea Bandages, sold some of those. Netherweave bags for 18, deep sea bags for... I don't understand this. Deep sea bags for 182, Frostweave bags for 190. They're right there. I mean, I could understand the netherweave bag, 18 gold. It's a tenth of the price of a deep sea bag, so it's cheap and cheerful. That definitely works. Frostweave, not so much. Maybe it's really down to the looks or something like that. But that's interesting. Potion of Trivial Invisibility. Not sure where I got that from. A Cord of Hastes, and then some more deep sea bags for slightly more there at 247. So the price, the big difference there, 182 and 247 on those, and then the Flying Carpet. We'll take that, that's 13,000, so I'll pick that up for the moment. There we go. Very first post, help me redo your profiles. So many thanks. Looking forward to catching up with the other articles. There's lots of really good information in Jack's site. Highly recommend it. How much profit on the deep seas? It's pretty decent, I would say, Jack, at the moment. Crafting cost is 118, so it's telling me about 72 gold profit on those. Can I ask you on which EU server I'm playing on? Yes, of course you can, Momo. I am on Shadowsong EU, and then on NA, I am on Lightbringer. You're selling silkweave satchels for more than the deep sea bags at the moment. Interesting, Bumper. I haven't done the silkweave satchels because my Shalderai silk is not very competitively priced. Netherweave bag selling steadily as well, as long as you're above 14 gold, actually profiting from buying so much netherweave for the Relic of the Past disaster. Exactly, Seawolf. It's good to be able to reuse those bits and pieces, certainly. Did I get everything? Yes, I did. Let me just check my auctions. Probably going to have to do a big restock here. So let's have a look for this for the moment. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Let's go round this way. So envious of my 180 deep sea bags. I know some servers are very, very cheap, definitely. Almost got it. 39 gold profit for deep sea bags, 75 per silkweave satchel. Makes sense to do the latter, definitely. But do both is definitely good. Game Cat, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Did I see? Oh yes, I did see that coming in earlier. Sorry if I missed you coming in, but good evening to you. And right, let's have a look at restocking. Let's have a look. What have we got in our groups today? A fair amount of enchants to restock on. Bear Tartar, Kebab. That should be okay. And then we've got shirts, Uncanny Mittens, Frostweave bags, bandages, Deep Sea and Wind Wool. Because we're using those up. We need to make sure we send some over to Bridget so that we can keep that balanced. Just have to make a mental note of that more than anything else, because we're not actually selling those, we're just restocking them. So let's go open up the task list for this. Fair amount of stuff here, no Expulsion needed, that's good. Guild Bank, a couple of things from the auction house, temporal crystals, we need 8 of those. Okay, we'll have to check, see how our work orders are doing on those. We do have our cooldowns here, so we can do that at least. We can do that for the Hexweave cloth, and we can do this one. Is that one doing? There we go. And craft a temporal crystal as well. There we go. I celebrated earlier because I was able to craft them for 15 gold profit. Well, that's a profit still, Wondersheep. Still a good profit, definitely. 20 gold profit here, so you're not going to do that. Here with win a Shadowlands Epic Edition, so he's safe. My favour cat, most definitely. And what else did I do here? Time is money, indeed, exactly. I want to make at least 50, at least on a bag, 50 gold, or TSM won't show it. That's quite. I mean, I guess that's a good value of your time. I don't mind getting lots of little sort of profits here and there. Sometimes I don't mind. But obviously, yes, if you've got long operations and lots of things you need to do, then it's then you do have to make a decision as to what you're going to focus on. Right, let's get this lot from the guild bank. We've got some heavy silken thread we need. And we also need to make those malformed Nasha. We'll check for temporal crystals, see how they are. But we may have to visit my garrison. I'm not sure whether I've got enough going since I've been doing it. So we'll go have a look at Dalaran first. Get ourselves some heavy silken thread in here. Get some tailoring supplies. Heavy silken thread. Heavy silken, we'll take a stack of it because it's usually a good idea. There we go. And then we've got, right, okay, Mysterious Essence, Malformed Gnashes. Let's go check on the auction house for those at least. Do I need any tie spray light right now? Not right now, Vallegro. I'm actually, I've got some enough on me for the moment, certainly. But thank you for thinking of me. That's the wrong button. I want this one. And what is the price of tie spray at the moment? Oh, there's some here for 1 gold 70 actually. A little bit cheaper. So someone's definitely driving the price down. That's very interesting. Made your first Expulsion using items earlier. Not exactly ahead of the curve. That's fine, Wondersheep. It means you're probably not going to be too much down that rabbit hole for too long. So those are technically quite cheap at 9 gold. But the thing is, they are, my mat cost is coming out at 4 gold based on my luminous shard. What did I just sell? An otherworldly bag. I don't often sell one of those. That's interesting. 215 to craft, 1,200 profit. That's good. Just sold one of those. It's not as cheap as what you got them for. No, exactly. Exactly. And then Malformed Gnasher is currently, that's expensive at 44 gold. It's very expensive. My mat cost is 10 gold. So that means that cooking's probably off the menu. What needs the Malformed Gnasher? That's that. There's a profit is 153, but we need to add, what's that, 30, we need to add a good 300 gold onto that for the increased price of Malformed Gnasher. So that doesn't factor in our costs, so we'll take that one off. That's just too expensive. We'll leave that one. And temporal crystals, we're going to see if we can get some from the auction, from the garrison, but we may have to come back to these if we can't. Let's go have a look at our garrison first, see how things go there. Kozakov, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Shall I cod? Cod it over, Vallegro. That's probably the easiest. The ones that you want to, the ones that you've got spare. Obviously, if you do need to keep them yourself, please do. I'm sure I'll find other opportunities as well. Let's just go here, grab our cash. There we go, and then we'll go head on over here. So, right, what have we got? I don't think it's a lot. Oh, I know what I could do though. I should have, yes I have, Rush Order Enchanter's Study. I've got 17 of these. Right, let's power this through. There we go, that made it a lot easier. Let's get all of these up, and then we'll go and get some work orders going over here. Hello. I stand in between. Create all. There we go, get another whole load. Another 67 there. Create some more work orders. This is just the perfect time to have been hoarding all of these up. And then collect all of that lot up. There we go. Grab all of that and then get some more work orders going. There we go. And then how many have I got left? Another 4. One more, there we are. I noticed that people are getting, I've noticed that people are getting bored. I've been selling a lot of archaeology keystones on 5 rounds. Oh really? Archaeology is definitely a kind of like a niche, certainly. Inkstain, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Don't even know what they are. No, I don't do archaeology, definitely. 50 the other 50 fine. That's fair enough. If you're happy with that, Vallegro, then I'm happy with that. El Goblino TV, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Before you quit Minecraft, anyone know if servers are back up yet? I don't know about the servers actually, the NA ones. But if anyone does have the answer, please do shout out. Let's do this whilst I'm here, get some hex weave and redo that order. Where's my work order person gone? There we go. And pop you in there. There we go. Abastus, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well.
Safe travels.
And MT Bread, good evening to you. NA is back up, is it? Oh, fantastic. Thank you for that. Yeah, maybe it's the mop ones and stuff like that. Right, so we've done that. Temporal crystals, we can make a load now with all our fractures that we just picked up. Do a whole lot of these quite quickly. Just mash my button. And collect up these. That's the temporal crystals I need. That at least gives me some extra for the moment. We'll keep this lot going for the moment. There we go. Keystone from archaeology can help finish finding faster. Ah, right, okay. See, I don't do archaeology. It's one of the professions I actually know nothing about. Obviously, we'll want to go into that at some point for the Vial of the Sands. That's on my mental list of things to do, along with glyphs and jewel crafting, the panthers, because those are probably the most neglected professions I have at the moment. And we still need to do the engineering. Engineering needs a lot of work as well. I'm missing a lot of the mounts and pets for that. I need to go out of my way to collect those. And then some of the rarer recipes for blacksmithing and leatherworking and tailoring is on my list as well. So there's always something to do. Mysterious essence we're going to do the other way. So let me just grab that. That's the wrong profession. Let's try that one. Mysterious essence here. Let's grab at least 3 of those, and then we can do the bolts of imbued frostweave instead. So bolts of imbued frostweave here. We'll create 30 of these. So I'll create those, let that go through. There we are. Need to put archaeology on your alchemist. Yes, I've put that over already, Jack. So Awakening has it certainly.
Just subscribed. Hello.
Hello, Elihuv. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for your 2 months of Prime. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Put a whole lot of emotes in for you. There we go. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Hold on. Let's go that back. There. And then click on there. There we go. Your main is the only character that ever did something with archaeology, and that's an alchemist scribe, so that's a good combination to have, definitely. Had an archaeology, so just train cat at alchemy. Pilgrimage, good evening to you. New to WoW and Goldmaking. Welcome aboard, first and foremost. This crafting recipes is for transmog cells, right? So basically, a lot of these, what I'm crafting at the moment, the bolts of imbued frostweave, is to make frostweave bags, because lots of people got it in 15 hours. Wow, that is quick, Jack. This is to make frostweave bags, which I'm going to sell to other players. Then I've also got the other things I'm making is enchants, which I'm going to sell to other players to help their characters as they level, as well as what's in my list here. Let's have a look at the things. This is my list of stuff to sell that I have sold that I now need to recraft. So Uncanny Combatant's Gear, that is really good for people who have just got to level 50 and want to get their item level up higher. And then some bags is obviously very good for people. Netherweave bags, deep sea bags, frostweave bags, and then the enchants as well, things like that. So this is kind of like quite a late game position to be in with professions, where I've filled out a lot of it. When you're starting with professions, it can get quite overwhelming with all the things you can buy, but if you're just starting off, I would say just focus on enjoying the storyline and everything from there. Good evening, Mashi. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. What's the best way to find any guides? For Vial of the Sands, I can't remember whose I've looked at recently for Vial of the Sands. Cat Jam. Yes, we're getting very excited here for cats. Can't wait for tomorrow. There's a good comment on Wowhead. Is there a way to show patterns you don't have in TSM? No, not currently. I use a combination of the standard interface and all the things and Akis recipe list to help me with that. Some have like 80. Wow, yeah. So Pandarian Archaeology and Max Kata Alchemy. Sending over 12 mails with 24,000 ton and one mail that is called. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that, definitely. I don't know yet, Darkwing. We're gonna have to wait until they arrive before we actually decide on names. I think that's going to be the most important thing. You need to look at them and try to get an idea of the temperament before anything else. So we'll probably hold off on deciding fully on names till it's done. Use 2 restored artifacts by a Manted Hunter's kit, resetting all archaeology sites to 2 zones in Pandaria, then fly between them. Already have 1 Druid and 4 Toons all level 50. Well, that's pretty good going, Pilgrimage, definitely. I'm getting ready to get into Professionals World and of course making gold and Shadowlands launch hype, but yes, much to learn. Have my notes ready while watching me stream. You're more than welcome, Pilgrimage. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. That's what we're here for. Not a lot at the moment, Mushy. We're just going through restocking on Samadan here. And we were talking about people getting Vial of the Sands and how long it took people to get it and whether the people have got it yet. Those are the topics so far. And minimal archaeology add-on. Okay, that sounds interesting. 11,000 repos. That's a lot. That's a lot. I said name. Name, we're talking about the cats, the kittens. We haven't decided on names for the kittens. We'll have to wait until they arrive before we decide on them fully. Yeah, I can't think of one, Jack. Yes, we are. We are getting 2 little stripy boys. Where's the? See if I can find. It's in the Discord. The picture. Let me just load it up. Where is it? There, and then there. Obviously we're going to have more pictures when we can. But there we go. These 2 beauties will be joining the family as of tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Everything goes okay. They are totally adorable. They are littermates. They are brothers. They could be a handful. We'll have to see. One of them needs to be named Silas. Silas and Ewan would be interesting profession names, definitely. Seems there is an update for retail. Is there? I wonder. I'll just check that my Blizzard launcher isn't going to. Oh yes, I see it there. It needs to be patched. Seems to start the update. Well, I'll leave it for the moment until we get an automatic update or anything like that. We'll see what happens there. But yes, very much looking forward to these 2 fellas coming to join the family. We've got to obviously spend a bit of time getting them acclimatized to our house and our smells, and Cookie and Oreo as well. How are they under this idea? I suspect Oreo will be pretty much himself, and he'll just he'll just keep to himself in his own areas. Cookie will take some managing, I think, because she's the grumpy one. That's the main problem. I'm not sure exactly, Mushy. We'll have to check the details, but yeah, they are. They are a little bit younger than that, but not massively, I think. Yeah, we've never cut hers. We're going to introduce them slowly. We're going to give them a base camp so that they can have a nice space. And we're going to introduce them slowly so that she can get used to it. and they'll be heavily monitored to start off with. Right, so moving on, we've got that. Let's post those on, get those going. That was the link for the Val of the Sands. I'm gonna have to look at that myself at some point very soon. Let's go here and run a post scan. Get these on, which will be good. Get some sales going through on this lot. Right, okay. How will I manage to get PvP currency from old expansions in order to improve recipe level? I'm not having strange lag at the moment as far as I've seen. It looks alright from the end on OBS at the moment. Fingers crossed we should be okay, definitely. Because the PvP currency is always, well, for me it's always Mark of Honor, and then it resets through with each new expansion, so it's not something that you have to really worry about so much. You can't even log out on your server. Oh really? Okay. So you're thinking more of WoW lagging for you. At the moment it's okay, but there was an update that's pending at the moment, so hopefully that's going to be okay. I'm going to go and swap characters now anyway, so actually before I do that, let's just check for recipes. Favourite searches. Let's look at tailoring, just in case. Yeah, just WoW lag, not the normal lag. What have we got here? What's on the shopping list today? Cloak of Eternity, 7,500. That's about normal from the looks of that. Cloak of Eternity, item level 32, 9 stamina and 9 dodge. Then we've got expensive things here. Nothing that really stands out at the moment. Mooncloth shoulders could be quite nice, but those are quite expensive there, definitely. Oh, you can't make a cash on delivery. Okay. Do you want me to tell you what? I'll meet you in Stormwind, and I'll hand over the gold manually. That'll be easier if that would help you out. Let me just come out of here, and we'll head over to Dalaran. See if that works. Yeah, 10k is the most you can cod in one go. Olambi, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Missed things earlier. Any Panther mount sales? Not that I've seen yet, Ink Saint. I haven't had any yet. I did check on Bridget earlier and she didn't have any. Kamikaze Kid 1213, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Just going to fly round, head over to Stormwind. And jump in here. There we go. And that one's to get exalted with Lore Walkers in under an hour. Wow, that's really good. Checking for patterns right away. Yes, it's a very good TSM command. Very useful for that exact thing. It's also can get very expensive. Rinfi, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Don't do anything whilst I'm not here. Okay, Wonder Sheep, we'll try not to. We'll just exchange some gold. Hold on, that one's there. Okay, let me go on over here. And oh yeah, good evening to you. It's going very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Which one was that for? Is that
Fee just subscribed. 1/3 of a year, nice.
1/3 of a year. That is amazing. Thank you, Harinfi. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Which was this? It was this. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. That's loud. I won't play it. I'll warn everyone else, though. It's loud. Working on reps and all professionals today. That's a good use of your buff. definitely. You just have to lower the sound. Definitely. Alright, let's head on over here. Someone's patiently waiting for some money. Right, how much was it? Oh, that's missed. I thought that was RDB for a minute then. Hold on. I'll go over here. Can you dig it? It's so long since I've seen Shin, definitely. Okay, let's get Exalted with Lawwalkers. Yeah, in under... What's that? In under an hour. That's not bad, actually. There we go. The fiery kitty. What was it? Let me have a scroll up. Where was it? 41,480. Let me go through this and trade. There we go. 41,480. There we go. Thank you so much. I will make good use of that tide spray. He farms so long for getting it, and that makes it the getting it oh so much sweeter. Definitely. Brian can say 1/3 rather than 1/3. Then Promoral says emote code. Brian is weird. Brian is definitely strange. No problem, Bladder. I think I'll park Samadan here for the moment, and we'll jump back over to... We'll run through the characters, do their restocks, check on their gold, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Probably have to do a little bit on Bridget for her reputation things, and then we'll move on from there. And transmog events, competitions get people going more into the game, and demand of transmog will rise too. I mean, we do have a thing called the Trial of Style that people do get dressed up for. I have never done it myself, so it is very much a niche thing anyway. But it's a good idea, definitely. I think what we wanted was Relic of the Past to be more useful, and then that would have been quite nice. Oh, we have got some sales here. This is recently from today, actually. Currents, Undertow, Intellect, Abyssal Healing. I've only got a minute left on Silas, so I'll leave that for the moment. But I'll take that. That's a very nice 14,000 gold. I'll grab that. And then let's hope that we can get ourselves another Silas proc so we can reform. And we do. Fantastic. Just what we wanted. Let's check our auctions for the moment. We'll probably do a cancel scan with the potions we've got at the moment. So let's just go through and run that first. See what happens there. I'll take those off and then put on the other ones. Avalon, good evening to you. And can someone help you out regarding what to focus on and the time ahead when it comes to professions? You have 6 characters available. What professions and expansion skill set should you focus on? Any advice appreciated? There's a lot of professions there, definitely. I guess tailoring and bags, getting them started is a good position to be in at the moment because those are currently selling well. Enchanting takes a lot of work, but it's worth investing time in just getting everything leveled up, every expansion on that. Those would be my first go-to ones to suggest from current content, definitely. And then because once Shadowlands comes out, you can start any of them from the top, so that's easy enough. Right, I'll cancel all of those. So I'll go max to a whole tour of Kalimdor back again. Listening to the smooth sounds of Sexy Max, good evening to you while baking. Even better, fantastic. I'm having a fantastic day. I hope you are as well. They're going to upgrade the relics. If so, do you think there's any chance to be better geared than the pre-patch event? I doubt it, Pilgrimage, given how Blizzard have been at the moment. Did I hear a scrapping stream? Definitely Valega at that much. I think it will be. I had a complete Samadan day yesterday, whilst restocking on Expulsion on a few characters. Spent all day making more than 1,000 braces and rewatching a Twitch stream from last week. That sounds fun, Inkstained. Thank you so much for rewatching everything. I do appreciate it. Helps you a lot narrowing it down a bit. Yeah, it can get very overwhelming once you've got all the professions looking at them. That's the main thing. It's just 3,000 braces. That's not too bad, really. We can cope with that. Right, look at my auctions, and then we'll post on. I've got Flask of the Currents have sold as well. Actually, we've got we've got some good sales here at the moment. Okay, let's put the current stuff on. That's a good start. And then let's have a look at Frozen Mexican 2614. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Lovely to have you here. We're just going through and restocking on Silas at the moment. So alchemy we need to check. Hold on. We've posted on, so check my auctions. There we go. And then we can check our alchemy and see what we actually need to restock on. And that is all of these. Gathering wise, we have everything we need, which is a great position to be in. So let us Silas and craft away. Okay, here we go. Inkstein going for a Silas as well. I'll do it once I've done the Silas crafting, and then we can have them. What kind of Silas would you like, Inkstein? As we have one. Now is a good time to do one. Victory for the Silas. Oh, there's a ×8 there on the Flask of the Currents. That's good. It's a good time for it to proc. Definitely. A Winston Churchill Silas. Okay. What's the... I can't think of the famous quote now. I'll have to try and think of it. Oh, Avalon, thank you so much for your brand new sub as well. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Let me put a whole lot of emotes in for you. Thank you so much. On the beaches. That was it. We shall fight them on the beaches. I can't remember the rest of it other than that one line. I'm just going to log off here on so I can keep hold of my Silas for the moment. Oh, actually, no, I need to post them on first. Then I'll log off. Then I will... Oh, there we go. Greater Flask of Currents is just sold again. Doing well. Let's get another load on. People seem to be using the greater flasks at the moment, so that's fine by me. There's good profit on those. At the moment, what's the size? 157 it cost me for one of those. Okay, that's good. Let's log out here. Oh, we got the full one. Okay. Fight on the seas, and fight and growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island. Whichever cost me, we shall fight. Okay, thank you, Jack. I've got it now. Okay, I'll do my best one. I'll read it out. Okay. We shall Silas in France. We shall Silas on the seas and oceans. We shall Silas with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall Silas on the beaches, we shall Silas on the landing grounds, we shall Silas in the fields and in the streets, we shall Silas in the hills, we shall never surrender. I hope that worked. Substitute as will. Jack coming through, definitely. There we go. Be Silas, never surrendered. Exactly, something like that. I think that was good. Thank you, Jack. I couldn't have done it without the full speech. Feels like at least you do for the great content, both YouTube. Well, thank you so much, Avalon. That's very kind of you. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, we'll go through, carry on. How's Samadan doing? What was Samadan doing? We did the new glyphs, didn't we? No sales on them yet, but we have got Swirling Tides, Storms and War Scrolls, giving us 4,800. We'll take that. That's good. Looks like we might have to do a cancel scan, because we're probably undercut here. Usually are, and then we'll do a restock here as well. Debating on whether to focus on leveling more characters or going back through old stuff for recipes. That's a tough choice, Wise Coder. Now is the perfect time to be doing both, certainly. Whilst we've got the anniversary buff, it's a good time to be leveling, and it's also a good time to be collecting any recipes that are locked behind reputation. So I would maybe focus on those two first and foremost. And if you have time for anything else other than that, then by all means do that. But that's definitely a lot. Oh, they have been tanked on the new glyphs. That's a shame. That is a shame. It happens though, definitely. If you have all profs, go to old expansion skills professions, exactly. Have so much fun leveling with elves. I find it a lot of fun. I've been doing a little bit on the Let's Play series today, and I'm having a lot of fun with Samadan in Legion. It goes really, really fast, and it's just such a pleasure to go through as well. What do I call tank? Basically, how much of a tank is a tank, I guess. Right, we've got all of those. Let's post those back on. Then we'll have a look. I mean, what have we got here? Spectral Raptor 999, Feral Chameleon 1,400. That's still 600 profit. And what else have we got? The other ones haven't been undercut from the looks of things, or they're below minimum price. I'll put on those anyway. Uncanny Gear as well. Highborn Compendiums, definitely. We'll need, I think we might need to get some Expulsion here. I have an Expulsion feeling coming. Okay, let's have a look. Restock selected. Okay, we need Compendium of Storms and Swirling Tides. Oh no, it's just ink. We need just ink. Death Wish, thank you so much for the follow. Maroon and Ultramarine. That's easy enough. We'll open that for that, and we'll just craft the ones we need. That won't take me too long. And the same with the Ultramarine, we'll grab those afterwards. It dropped in price. One player always drops the price with 1,000 gold or 5% per repost. So that would be their TSM operations, I think, would be the what's setting that. Boss, Sir, or Master works here. A bear tank for the win, definitely. I've never really tanked as a druid, definitely. Just lost my stream with an error. Tried reopening Twitch, but can't get video or audio back. Oh, really, Soralia? That's very strange. Let me see if my... That says video download was cancelled on there. Try a refresh. That would be my option there. Let me have a look here if I go to my stream manager, just see if it's all live here. Turn that on. That seems to be currently working here, so yeah, try a refresh. Would be my only thoughts on that one. Is there a similar mechanic to scrapping in Shadowlands? Not that I've seen. Not that I've seen at all, so thankfully no. See, this is get the Ultramarine from an alt. That is always throwing. Awakening has one Ultramarine on him, and that always throws TSM into wanting to go over to Awakening and pick it up. I can understand why, but it does really sort of throw things out. I'll craft the Marooning, then I'll do that one manually. Close all browsers, reopen and try to watch it. See if that works. Yeah, if you're using browser. Are you using the browser or the app? That's the other thing. That's true. Adblock extensions, which is currently combating all ad blockers, and one called just adblock is bugged and doesn't allow you to load the stream. Oh, interesting. Okay. Didn't realise that. So all Ultramarine pigments to the vendor. Her prices are way higher now than 2 months ago. Still need the Ultramarine for trinkets, contracts and glyphs. Didn't expect the trinket sales would go that good. They are doing very well at the moment. I'm very happy with how they are at the moment. Ultramarine, we're just going to create one there. And that should fix that issue. Then, oh no, we just need to craft these. Don't need to get anything from the mailbox. Let's go get that, and then we can craft Highborn Compendium of Storms. Now you're missing the maroon ink. We didn't have enough maroon ink. Let's create some more. Highborn Compendium needs... Oh, we need quite a lot. It thinks it's in the bank. It thinks we've got 45 in the bank, but we don't. You think you do, but you don't. So we need 45 of those. Create those. That should be enough. And then we can create the next one. There we go. Stavecroft, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. And sometimes a piece of the browser software can get bugged. You have to fully close the browser and get reset. That's another one, definitely. Am I religious? No, not really. Yeah, give that a try. See if that closing it down and opening it up, the old turn it off and on again trick should work, hopefully. It's always the way. Okay, you're back. Fantastic. That's good to know. Right, we've got all of that, so we can then make our Highborn Compendium, and then now we're missing Crimson ink. We need to go visit the bank so that TSM can understand exactly what my stock level is here, because it thinks I've got stuff when I haven't. Let's just move that out. There we go. Crimson pigment and crimson ink is required. We can go make the crimson ink easily enough. Let's go and do that with our inscription. So let's go to the standard one, that's easy enough. Crimson ink, okay, we need to mass mill some Winter's Kiss, although we could buy the pigment from the crimson ink. What does it need? Material cost is 15 silver, crimson pigment there is, that's 23 gold, that's definitely cheaper, so we're not going to be buying that. So let's mass mill the Winter's Kiss we have, and then we can get the crimson ink going from there. There we go, that should be easier. I believe in you, Jack. Uncanny Gear is still selling well on my server, definitely. Especially, basically what happens now is lots of people are leveling fresh new characters up to 50, and so the Uncanny Gear forms a nice little sort of gap, so that you can rapidly get your item level high enough so that your world quests then give you even better gear. So it's a nice filler in order to be able to then make get yourself some decent gear quite rapidly using world quests. Finally got a gaming chair which fits your needs after 2 years of sitting in an old bar chair. Oh, fantastic, Elhoof. I know the feeling, me and my little creaky old kitchen chair. After sitting on the floor, this is an upgrade for me. But that must be wonderful for you. You stopped crafting with pre-patch. Yeah, I definitely would say carry on at the moment. It's definitely doing okay. Oh yes, there's the Murloc, the new Murloc pet, isn't there? That's come out with a secret finding. That's that news hit earlier, didn't it? Right one too. Good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. We're just going through and milling ink and creating some milling herbs and creating crimson ink, which we're then going to make Highborn. No, we've done the Highborn compendiums. We're now making war scrolls for the moment. Doing good. Me and the family are doing wonderfully, thank you. We're preparing ourselves for the arrival of our 2 new kittens tomorrow. So been lots of sorting the house and the room out for them today. So I've been very busy. But all pretty good. This one. Right, okay, so we've got crimson ink going so far, and then Mushy will come along and knock your heads together. Right, okay, so we've got that, that's coming through, then we need a regular TSM for War Scrolls of Intellect, that's what we're making. Make a load of these. Hopefully get some sales. You took in a kitty from the adoption agency and she was outside for a little of a year, and they saved her. She was up for a forever home. Oh, lovely. But she's still very timid. All slate grey with white boots. Oh, beautiful. Right one too. Sounds lovely. Put some pictures in our pets section on the Discord. That's lovely. She hides a lot still. That's fair enough. Their welfare takes high precedence over pictures, definitely. But that sounds lovely. So yes, we will have 4. So it's going to be a full house. Lots of fun. We'll introduce them slowly so that they got plenty of time to get acclimatized to the smells and everything else. So we'll take it carefully, definitely. We've always wanted multiple, really, and it would just so happen that these became available at just the right time that we were thinking about it. So it was just kind of like the universe aligning just in the right way, which is lovely. I find the universe tends to do that quite a lot. Haven't had one since she was a teenager. Yes, they are. I mean, we've always had cats and dogs as well, but only the one dog, but mainly cats. Right. Okay. So we're done with Samadan. Let's go over this way. Get people they want to take care of their needs. I reckon, Seawolf, you're not wrong there. Urfan, let's see what we need to do. I won't do a cancel scan on Urfan and El Morte. I'll just do a restock check on them. Yeah, they are easier. I mean, I like dogs because I like going out and taking them for a walk. As long as you've got somewhere nice to take them for a walk every day, then that's always good. You have 5, do you, Highside? That sounds fantastic. Yeah, my OBS is flicking in and out. I'm not sure whether that's World of Warcraft trying to update in the background or not. It seems okay at the moment, though. I'll keep an eye on it. Wife and I have 2 dogs. We had our second run-in with skunks this year. The younger of the 2 doesn't learn. Ouch. That doesn't sound good. As you can't eat cheese. You have allergic to... you're allergic to bubbles. Right, okay. Am I from the southeast of England? That is close enough, Highside. I am. There's a lot of cats, dogs coming from outside the country, from hurricanes and such, that need good homes. Yeah, that's, it's always nice to be able to provide a home for, our previous cats we had were both rescues, and our dog was a rescue as well. Sheldog, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. 5 years straight. Wow. Okay. Yeah, your dog forces you to go outside, definitely. Stay at home all day with work from home. It's very hard. You have to discipline yourself to get out. When a dog makes that so much easier, definitely. Pride myself on picking out UK regional accents. Oh, right. Okay, well, that's good, because my accent is kind of strange, because I was born in Germany and grew up all over the place, but it was generally South England was probably the accent I picked up the most. How did I add the average buy in my shopping operation? That is basically, if you go into my operations here, so I have shop average buy. So the string I use here is basically the first between, if I've got a smart average buy price, then it'll use that. If I don't have a smart average buy price, then it'll use DB market, is what I use for my shopping operation. You could actually add in, instead of DB market, you could use average buy. That could be another option there. It doesn't have to be DB market, but I just default to DB market because it's a shopping operation, so I can just see quite easy there. I'll have you copy that into the chat window if you want to use that one. And replace DB market with average buy if you so wish. HF273, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. What now, cat? Outer rescue. Be prepared to wait a long time. Is that out of or from? They are empty. Oh wow. Even trained to cook for more than yourself, right? That's very true, actually. Whippets and Greyhounds make the absolute best rescue dogs, do they? I've never really had much experience with those, definitely. Our dog was a collie cross. Let me see if I can find the picture I drew of her. Let's find... I had it earlier, I was looking at it earlier. Let's go... where was it? Here. This one. That was our dog. She was a collie crossed with Alsatian. She was the bestest dogs, but then everyone says that with their dogs, definitely. But she was lovely. I definitely, I tried to capture her face more than anything else. She had this quizzical look and such floofy ears as well. She was lovely. We had her for about 12, 13 years, something like that. She was lovely. But yeah, I couldn't resist drawing her because obviously she was one of a kind. Yeah, if you look in close, you can see that's the sketch lines. There we go. That's a face and a half. Bless her. Thank you, Game Cat Cat. On TSM, so under help, there's a list indeed, including custom price options you can use. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I've done quite a few drawings in the past. Sadly, I don't have the. That was drawn with a Wacom tablet, one of the ones with the screen on it. It was also a laptop. It was really good for the commute, but thankfully I don't commute anymore. But I don't have the laptop either, so it's kind of like a blessing and a curse. Oh, sorry, Seawolf. I know they're never forgotten in our hearts. They're never forgotten. Right, okay, so we'll check my auctions. Nothing here at the moment, but we want to restock more than anything else. So let's have a look here and restock. Oh, wow, we do have a lot we need to restock on. This is definitely a scrapping. We need 17 Expulsion. Okay, Oroplays, well, has lots in the guild vault. Bloodstained Boned we have, it's the Expulsion we need, so we need 17. So that is 100 braces on a good run, if we're lucky. So let's have a look, how much space we got, 106, that should be enough for now. So let's jump back to Samadan, and we'll see what happens here. So I'll go here and jump in there. How many Vel crystals do I use on a day? I have not kept track, actually. I did, actually, a while ago, Mushy, I bought about 400 of them for a really cheap price, and that's just kept me in Veil crystals for quite a while. I've not actually had to get any Veil crystals for a while. Pets linger longer than human deaths for some reason. Yeah, definitely. Although human deaths are also quite hard as well. I was thinking of my brother-in-law the other day. You just spent 58 since noon. Oh wow, loads. Real Jenny, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. 2 years ago we lost our beloved Tassie. She was with us for 17 years. Look forward to the day we are reunited over that rainbow bridge and playing fetch again. Ah, oh, Inksting, that sounds lovely. Really does. Never a good painter. It's so hard imagining in your head and deliver it. It can be hard, especially painting as well, definitely. I'd like to do some more painting though. I've got the itch to do more, certainly. What do I call really cheap? Anything less than my matte price for the Bracer Shuffle was really cheap. Snooky Fool, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Can we make 100 braces without having to go anywhere? Yes, we can. Okay, that's easy. We'll make the 100 right here and then send them on over once we've made them. This is Samadan. This is Samadan. Samadan is looking very sharp and good in his Dusthaven transmog. Thankfully suggested and gifted by Vallegro. Trying this out. Shopping with 80% auctioning op min. So the shopping price is based on the minimum selling price. Can be good for flipping. I've struggled with getting my head around those auctioning op and shopping op operations. I've never found it useful, but that's a good idea, Jack. I like that one. So you look at the auctioning op that's tied to the same group with the shopping operation, and then you make sure that it's anything lower than that. I could see that working, yeah. This looks so sharp you had to get a band-aid. Is the minimum posting price for something you sell. Yes, it was some gifted, some bought, some for a good price. Right, that was actually quite quick so far. Let's just make sure we're going to send this to the right person. So my group, Tide Spray Send Greens, is going over. We don't want to do Bridget, we want to do Erfan. So we'll send those over. Tokrin, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Want to sell list of herbs and what pot flask is needed for it. That could be quite interesting actually. What it's tying the herbs to the things that require them. That's definitely useful. Right, let's go here, and we've got some extra ones here. Dusthaven boots is the boots I want to try, and sadly it's 5k. Oh, I've got the slippers, haven't I? Let me just have a look on Samadan. Oops, no, that's the right button. Yeah, so I've got the slippers on at the moment. Dusthaven slippers. Although I quite like the slippers. I think the slippers add a sort of butlery class to it. But the boots would be nice as well. Actually, I would add those in certainly. Make lots of gold because people are lazy. Exactly. That's what happens. Basically, you're paying for convenience more than anything else. Right. That didn't go through. So sort them again. Mail selected. We just sold some biltong. Why isn't that sending over? Tide Spray Send Greens is selected there. I might have to do a / reload, get that working. You got your duck slippers for keeping your feet warm. Oh, I want the boots, trust you. Okay. Yeah, I did see them when I made Samadan. If you want slippers though, I think Yoda slippers are the best slippers, if we're going to go slippers. Where do I play? EU, US? I play on both Deathwish. I play here on stream. I am on Shadowsong on EU. Have I ever actually eaten biltong? I think I tried it once. It was quite tough. Right, let's try this again. Groups, mail selected groups. Nothing to send. Let me just check that group again. Groups, Tide Spray Send Greens. Those are... the item ID's changed. That's the difference here. We need to take these lot off and put these ones on. There we go. Because they've changed. Must have changed in this version of WoW. There we go. That's better. And not everything's gone through, so we'll just do a sort and then... oh, that's blocked now. Okay, this is getting difficult. There we go, let's try that again. That's better. Okay. Shop when your shopping operation puts an item for a stupid price and it sells anyway. Yeah, I know, it's amazing, definitely. Default shopping operation stopped working for you. You don't know why. Well, just the default one is just DB Market. That's all it is. So the only reason I can think it not working is because TSM can't see DB Market or something like that. Did I see the Disenchant Dalaran vendor shuffle? No, I didn't, Caniest. What one's that? That sounds interesting. Although I'm very wary of vendor shuffles at the moment, simply because of everything we had with the relics. Sort fixes that bug when they don't send. Yes, it does. So you just do a blizzard sort and it fixes it out, because it comes in the recent items here. Then sometimes it doesn't send. So if you, rather than doing a reload, if some things don't disappear, then just click on the blizzard sort, and then that should fix it. It's like doing a reload for your bags. Can I have all my operations for my TSM import group? You certainly can, and they are available over on my Patreon, where I keep them up to date over there. You're more than welcome to take a look. The TSM app auto updates. Yes, it does. So you should be able to see. And if you look at the item of something and you look in your tooltip, you should see like that TSM auction database, and the 3 auctions last scanned 2 hours 35 seconds ago. And then if you open up your TSM, it should also show you here on this little tick, apt synced 5 minutes ago, database auction database realm data is 2 hours 44 seconds old. So that should give you a little indicator as to how old your data is. It's PvP gold sold that's disenchants. Ah, right, okay. Okay. Video basically prints money to buy an epic rare from a vendor and disenchant, and that's 30 gold. Right, I see. Okay, I'll have to watch student's video for that one. The default shopping operation does scan. It's BFA herbs, but they appear on the screen, then disappear when the scan finishes. So if they appear and then disappear, the only thing I can think of in your operation for shopping, if you have a look, have you got show auctions above max price turned on? That would help. That's the main thing. Or are you thinking of the vendor search, which is different? Which would be if you go on here and go onto your browse tab here and do a vendor search, which is for things that you can then resell on for a higher profit, because quite often you'll see things appear and then disappear there, if that's the one you mean. But that's slightly different to a regular shopping search. Okay. How do I craft my task list? Saw that in my previous video, I missed it. How do you do it? So you have to make sure that you've got your TSM window and not the standard into. You've got to make sure you've got the TSM window, not the standard interface open, and then you'll get a little icon here which will show you where to get it from. To which window to open, and then you just click on craft and it'll go through that. I'll show it more once I've gone through here. I don't think I've got anything that needs to be made here though, unfortunately. Where do we need to go to get our materials? Let's have a look. If you'd use average buy or smart average buy, the average buy or smart average buy value gets lower than the auctioning up min. Could become so low that it won't find anything anymore. That's true actually, because it's like using your average buy, isn't it? Yeah, that could be a limitation, certainly. MDAX99 and Dom was taken. Thank you both for the follows. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Death Wish, it's on my Patreon is where I make them available. That way I can keep them. Let me just put the link in there. That way I can basically keep them updated and maintained for people, and make sure that they're all working. I'm doing very well, thank you, MDex. How about yourself? And the Buster Shot, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. We are going over to Earthen now, and we're going to scrap some bracers. Top end content here. We need some Expulsion, so we need to get this lot going full. J Lima 12, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. What are the pats of Samadan? I don't normally pat, unless it's a dog's head usually. What do you mean, Urknost? Was that a spelling error? Let me just have a look. How much have we got space-wise? We should have enough for these. Let's open up all of these. We also need to get these from the pants. Pants is at the moment the Duskhaven pants we've got at the moment. The one I'm wearing, or are you thinking the ones I'm not making tie spray pants here, so that's different. Probably different. Yes. Ah, the scrapper. Ah, the great outdoors. Makes me wonder how many vendor shuffles are in the game. Now, obviously, nerf the monk one. I wonder, it's going to take a while, I think, Canius, for things to come out and for people to realise new and interesting combinations. Definitely. So let's go here. Let's grab this lot from the guild bank. So in terms of like, if you're going to craft from your task list, it does the same thing here. It tells you not open, and then I click on it and it's open. So instead of move, this would be, if it was something I could craft or needed to craft, then that would change to craft. That's how that works. Then I just click on that to craft it, or in this case, move something. Dredged, thank you so much for the follow. Is there any reason I post on the same tune I craft items on? Always had a dedicated bank auction tune that does nothing else. Pros and cons, I guess the one character can just stay by the auction house and do all the posting. For me, I like to keep all my professions for that character in one place, because that way I can have a guild bank that has the things I need in it most of the time. It doesn't always work. Excuse me. And for me, it's a good way of tracking the money coming in. Excuse me. So I can see who has the most money and where that's coming from based on their professions. Obviously, Samadan has a bit extra here because lots of my other characters sent some over. But I can see here that looking at this, Awakening and Earthen are doing quite well. With Earthen's got leatherworking at 295,000 gold, and Awakening has alchemy at 202,000 gold. Then Almorte's coming in at 128,000 gold. So it helps me sort of like gauge the success of a profession, is the best way I can think about that. Right, any of these three have the bits I need, so I'll log out to one of those. Feng Shui, Bridget, or let's do Feng Shui whilst we're here. I'll grab it from there. Does TSM Ledger have a counter for auction house cuts? Probably fun to see how much Blizzard has taxed me on auction house. I don't think it does, but that does sound fun. Okay, there we go. Achievement. Wow, 16th anniversary. We need to go pick that up from the mail, probably. We've got some other bits here. Oh, we've got some crab meat that we sold. Okay, we'll grab all of that whilst we're here. So if you don't use auctioning op min but auctioning op normal instead, the minimum price would not influence the shopping price that much, right? It depends on what your auctioning op normal is based on, I guess. It's a weird one to get your head around, isn't it? Yeah, okay, let's go over to the guild bank over here. Jump over this way. Thank you, Mushy, for the reminder. Probably good timing in a moment. I'll do that in a moment, but thank you. It's a nice bar in the top. What add-on is that? And that's called Titan Panel. It's really good. It's disappeared here. Where's that one gone? Oh, it's not turned on, that's why. Hold on. Add-ons. enable all reload. There we go. I'll get that one on. Mostly have 101% DB market or normal. I mean, I think those are fair ones, definitely, Jack. I think it can get a bit overcomplicated sometimes with the shopping operations. Right, let's move that over there. That I'll click custom path and close that. That I'll move down here. And monkey speed I'll move over there. Then I need to get some stuff from the guild bank. We'll do this and then we'll get all this sorted out. Mail to Earthen. As we'll do this lot. There we are. And then we'll send that lot over. Unbroken Tooth. Then we need to switch to Earthen for something else as well. I'll take this opportunity to take a quick break and stretch my legs. So if you bear with me one moment. Suggest if you have been sat down for a while, take a stretch break yourself as well. Good evening, Commander Bond. Lovely to have you here. Literally just going to take a stretch break and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back, and let me jump up back to the scene. And that was a good time to have a break because I completely forgot earlier. I wanted to show you all the goodies that I got that I was going to that we're going to do as a giveaway, bits and pieces of things over the next sort of couple of weeks and things like that in the run up to Shadowlands. The stuff that Blizzard sent me, and I wanted to show you all. I completely forgot about it. And I saw the box that was sitting next to me. who would like to see all the stuff? Let's have a look. Let's drop that back there. I have goodies, exactly. Let me show you. Move that over here. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be, I'll sort of decide which bits I'm going to keep myself and which bits I'll do as giveaways, and we'll go on from there. But there's a couple of things. First thing, these ones I'm going to keep myself because they're so lovely. Hold on, I think we have to go full screen for this. How am I patching my NA client? And I've got 2 installs. You can only patch your EU client with Battle.net. To patch the NA, you have to tell Battle.net to point that instead, etc. It's a nuisance. It is Wondersheep. At the end of the day, I just ended up using the same install and letting Battle.net do that one. That was the main thing. In the end, it would save me the hassle. And then I've got the old install that I'm using just for when I need to use Model Viewer to load in characters and stuff. Marsburg, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. There's lots of cool stuff. The stuff that wasn't in the photo that I wanted to show you, which was the really good stuff. Okay, so this was the best stuff that I didn't show in the photo, is these, which are absolutely awesome. They've got World of Warcraft on the front, on the top. So we've got a nice mana potion and a healing potion, which are really, really cool. I like those. So that was that. This one, Jack, this is this thing that you would like. It comes in you might have seen this before. Warcraft 3 Reforged Epic One-Liners. And then this is what you get inside it.
Ready to work. Job's done. For Samadan! Yes, my liege. I am the war chief. Work.
This is just awesome.
Testing go. Suck.
Taste my spear. I heed the voice of a loon. 1 shot, 1 kill.
You dare speak to me. I shall see your eyes.
I've no time for games.
Thy bidding, master. Frostmourne hungers.
I just think that's so awesome. That's brilliant. I've got a couple of these. I'm going to keep one myself, but I'm definitely going to do one of those in a giveaway as well, because that's just brilliant. And then I've got Shadowlands mouse mat. That's the same as what comes in the collector's edition. And then a BlizzCon 2016 poster board, which is really cool. Hasn't got much many Hearthstone looking stuff there, but we have got Sylvanas at the top, so that's quite good. We have an Alliance scarf, which I think looks really nice. Madame Paladin, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. It's really cool that Blizzard sent this. It's very nice of them. I was very, very honoured. Then there's a bunch of fine art prints. If you've got the 15th anniversary collector's edition, the one where you get the big Ragnaros statue, then you get a whole load of art prints like these. This is the 15th year anniversary, so lots of really cool WoW art, which would be cool. Garrosh there, Illidan, Battle for Azeroth 1. They're really nice quality, these really, really solid colours. And then like a artist that made each of those. Credits list like that. The Lich King one's really cool. They would look really nice framed, definitely. So that was that. Then this was something else. Not sure if that was everything. I think it might be inside here. Ah, yes, there is. Okay, then there's a really nice Shadowlands press pack, which is really nice because in here, as well as getting some like a Bolvar poster, which is really nice. There's also these, and there's a game time card as well. There's these hologram Shadowlands. Oops, can't see the light there. There we go. Which look really nice. There's these, and then you get one for each covenant. So there's that one, and then that one, Maldraxxus. So we can show that a little bit more. Real Ginny, sort desk. Okay, yeah, my desk is a mess now because I've got loads of things on there. And we've got the Maldraxxus one. They're really nice, these. Not good if you've got sensory issues though. But there's a nice Bastion one. Thank you, Villigro. And then just like a little bit sort of like information all about sort of Shadowlands and stuff like that. Sort of like it's like a press pack, that one, I think. That one's really nice. Show that one off, and then what else did we get? Oh yes, and then this, the bag. Let me just open it up. So there's this really nice bag, World of Warcraft, with a alliance symbol here, and this is Velcro. You can take it off, and there's a Horde one inside as well. So if you want to change your allegiance, you can go Horde as well on that side. So that's a really nice quality bag, that one. So what I'll do is I'll collect these together into different brackets of things, and then do a bunch of giveaways. So watch out here and on Twitter. Follow me here and on Twitter over the next few weeks is probably the best way. So then I'll work out how I'm going to package them up to people and stuff like that. There was this, which I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's got this. I don't think this comes out or anything like that. Oops, just dropped it. That doesn't work. I don't know what this does. Jaw Heels, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, there we go. It's a... what's that? Is that a USB? What is that? Is that a USB drive? No, it's not. It's a... I have no idea what that is. What would that be for? Because it's not got a USB... it's not a USB holder or anything. It looks different to that. Right, you put that in a USB slot. You only need... It is a USB. Okay, I broke it. It's just the stick part of it. Ah. Well, good job I did drop it, actually, because I wouldn't have seen that otherwise. It just pops out. It's on a hinge. So it just comes out like that. There we go. USB without the usual frame. Looks like USB connections to you. Oh, okay. So that's a USB stick. Well, there we go. Thank you, everyone, for telling me what that was. Then I've got another one of the Epic one-liners. So I'll keep one, definitely, but I'll do a giveaway.
Ready to work. Job's done.
I so like that. That's great.
Work.
That's great. That's so much fun. Got that USB stick. No idea how big that capacity is. Looks like there's a map of Azeroth. I haven't unfolded it and unwrapped this one. Looks kind of fabric-y, so that could be a mouse map maybe. I'm not sure. And then a couple of Warcraft 3 reforged pins. Key rings, not pins. So there's a couple of those as well. So loads and loads of stuff, very, very kindly sent to me by Blizzard. I'm so happy that they did, and I'm so glad that I can pass it on to all of you lovely people as well. So keep an eye out over the next couple of weeks, Twitter and on here on stream. I'll work out how I can do the giveaways. I'll collect them up into different things. We got Jack in on the stream as well. But they're definitely they're really cool. But I won't be. I'm keeping the potion bottles because these are just awesome. So I'll be using those definitely. When you poke certain orcs enough, they say, "You're not that kind of orc." Yes, I like that one, ink stained as well. Yeah, I know, definitely. It would be lovely to be able to buy them, but that was fantastic. It was very, very, very kind of Blizzard, and I felt honoured to be sent some stuff. Yeah, one will be water, one will be beer. Dredged. Oh God, Jack. Oh, that's brilliant. That's good positioning. What else did I miss? Easy carry on your wallet and a credit card size. Yeah, that's kind of really handy, isn't it? Remove that part and use it. You carry one in your wallet. Ah, right, okay. Okay, that was that one. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Epic Monkey, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Jack, horsing around as usual. We need to switch to someone. So, wave goodbye, Jack. We're changing characters. Where should we go? El Morte, I guess. We'll do one. There we go. Jump over this way. See what we need to get from here. Cost me 80,000 getting those toys. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, please do write one too. And Zaramath, thank you so much for the follow. I missed you there earlier coming in. Thank you so much. What do we need? Unbroken Tooth from the guild bank here. So let's go grab those whilst I'm here. Get all of those, collect up those. And then we'll send these on over. Go this mailbox. There we go, we'll send that over, and then we can go back to Earthen. I've still got some Monol Hardened Stirrups here. Might as well grab those whilst I'm here, and switch to Earthen and see what happens there. Okay. It was you ticking off the show auctions above max price, fix it. Oh, excellent, Riles, I'm glad you got it sorted. That must have been the strange one, definitely. How will we do with Real Genius Redeems? Oh, there was two of them, wasn't there? What would you like us to do, Real Ginny? Do you want us to refund your sort desk for... Because I'll have to tidy up a few bits here. We'll refund you back the points, and I'll do it off stream is probably the easiest way. Right, let's go open up the mail for this. Oops, that was the wrong button. Let's go over here. Well, I spent 2 because I assume sort desk is going to cost more than the sort skill pack. Okay. I did mushy, but I've made a mess of it again. So I'm going to have to clear it again. There we go. Who let the horse out? Okay, let's have it again. 3 years ago. Wow, right one too. Let's have a look.
Writing in the chat. Now that the Horde and Alliance auction house are connected, there's really no better option.
Let's have a look here.
That's fair enough. Okay, here's Jack now. Flipping everybody. He's chasing the mammoth.
Oh, I miss Gumdrops. Gumdrops has some great streams. Okay, let's open up. This not opened up fully. Let's try that again. Open all mail. That's there. Move all to bags. Looks like TSM Mailing's having a few issues there. Oh yes, I forgot about the music actually. That's back when Gumdrops used to have music on. I think that's hopefully brief enough that it won't catch any copyright strikes, hopefully. So we've got our broken teeth. We need to go and... let's see, we need to go and get our Expulsion now. So let's head on over to Borealis. We'll scrap away. Yeah, full songs will notice it. That was nearly a clip, definitely. But thank you, Wonder Sheep. All right, let's go through here. We've got all this in our bags ready, so we need to go on over here. Pressed it at the wrong time again. That's what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, scrapping wise. Now we need to be lucky with our Expulsion here because we've got 7. We need 17 more, but I only did 100 braces, and that's not always going to give me 17 Expulsion from 100 braces. I'm going to sing a full happy birthday song on Twitch. Yes, because of the copyright. Oh wow, Dave, thank you so much. You caught me at the most interesting time. Thank you so much for the raid, Dave. How was your stream? I was in earlier lurking. Looking lovely. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I am Samadan. I basically make gold in WoW, and we are doing the most interesting things you could possibly do. We are scrapping braces. Thank you, Dave. Never get to raid me. It's glad to catch you. Well, thank you so much, Dave. That's so kind of you. How was your stream? I hope it went well. It looked good what I saw you painting in earlier. Pickle emotes for everyone. Exactly. Look at that Expulsion. Everything going. But thank you so much. So the braces to Expulsion ratio. So for every 100 braces, let me see if I can find the list. Hold on. We have bracer numbers. I have a new spreadsheet that I was starting for this, testing things out. Let me just run this through. So this is since pre-patch. So these are new numbers with the new materials. So basically, for every 100 braces, you get on average about 16 Expulsion. I need 17, so we're going to have to be actually quite lucky with this batch of 100. But hopefully that should be alright. Let me just pop this one through. So there we go. So yeah, average 16. Sometimes I've got as high as 20, 21 for 100. Sometimes as low as 10. So it all depends on random numbers. But at the moment it averages out per bracer for 16. Now we're also getting extra. We're getting deep sea satin and embroidered deep sea satin, which can then turn into something else. So that's all good. Dave's stream was awesome. Fantastic. Thank you, Joey Koto, Lithi, Scally Arts, Zelo, and John Cole Art. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Make more braces. You just missed earlier. We were doing going from an art stream. I was showing off a drawing of my dog that passed away about 5 years ago. If you want to carry on the art side of things, let me just find this. Here we go. This was from this was one of my drawings from about 5 years ago. A little pencil drawing drawn in Photoshop. Carrying on the art theme. You're doing some 3D art right now? Oh, fantastic! I am a 3D artist as well, so that's my profession for the past 25 years. If you look at if I just do my BRB screen briefly, this is one of my 3D renders from the past. So this is Stormwind with a fountain and all that sort of stuff. So that gives you an idea of sort of the kind of things that I start doing myself. For those that are new here, that is what you've entered into. So it is partly art, but mainly gold making. That's what we do here. That's the main thing. So we're making Expulsion because we're making uncanny gear. I've been selling a lot of uncanny gear at the moment. Do I have an art place where I keep my 3D art? No, I don't at the moment. Because all my old 3D art, because I've done things for games, I've done things for film, commercials, that's all under my real name. And so I keep those two things very separate. But then all the new things I've been doing for my 3D art for WoW, which is what I tend to do now, is all in here. So we've got 31 Expulsion. Let's have a look at TSM and my leather working. We did get enough Expulsion, which is fantastic. So this is our list of things we need to make. So this is going to be 30,000 profit if we manage to sell all of this uncanny gear for the right prices, for some Drums of Fury, Drums of the Mountain, and things like that. So we'll start crafting this lot using TSM. There we go. Thank you so much, Mavora. You can draw a stick figure like no one's business. Well, there's a lot of great animations with stick figures, Inkstain, definitely. You typically hover around 100,000 gold. That's a good position to be in, really. You've got some capital to make use of, certainly. Leveling alongside my Samadan and Samadan, loving the series and guide. Thank you so much. Go on crafting, but do I go into crafting groups and sniping in later episodes? Not yet, Ducks Online, but I will be, certainly. Citizen, thank you so much for your 4 months of Prime. Thank you, that is amazing. Thank you for your continued support, I really do appreciate it. I have a whole load of emotes for you. Thank you so much. There we go. Let's go through that. We're still going to make some Drums of Fury for the moment. And Shush, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Wouldn't bother with Sniper anymore. I don't tend to use Sniper myself, no. Very rarely. I think if there's a rapidly... it's the only time I'd really use Sniper these days is if I was doing something else on my main screen and just wanted to have WoW on a second screen and I was looking for some very specific things like that. I've done some groups already. I've done shopping groups, Wondersheep, yes. But I did do a TSM guide video about Sniper, so that's always there as well. Have to try and hit you up after stream, so the way to do that. Try to expand the people you know in the industry. Oh, right, well, fantastic. Yeah, sorry if I missed anything coming in. There was a lot of chat coming in all at once. If I did miss anyone coming in, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. And Blessed by Shadow, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. You're going to Sniper in Shadowlands on your second account. Are you, Jack? You're going to look for like specific things in a specific group. But did you get into the shopping operation you used with Samadan? Yes, I did. In my episode 20, or is it 19? Either 19 or 20, I talk about the shopping operation, Katakara, and it's basically the default one, but I just explain it a little bit more. Still trying to work out how TSM fully works. It takes a while, definitely, Hayley. It's one of those things that start small and slowly grow your knowledge from there. It's one of those things you don't necessarily have to do everything. You don't have to do all the crafting and things like that and use all the fancy operations and things. Start with a simple group that gets you going and then grow it from there. That's what I'm doing in my Let's Play series. Just trying to keep it simple, but at the same time not shying away from certain things and hopefully teaching people as we go. Right, that's a whole load of stuff crafted. So we'll go over here and post those on the auction house. So go to TSM and auctioning and post all of this lot on. There we go. I think I struggle most with is the commands for the operations, if that makes any sense. Yes, exactly, Katagara. That is one of the difficult things. If you type in, there's kind of like an inbuilt help with TSM. If you type /TSM sources, that tells you where all the different sources of that you can reference within TSM. So there's all the DV market, DV region market average, sale rate, average buy, smart average buy, and a little explanation as to what those mean. That is a good first port of call if you're not sure, but I tend to use a very few select ones and avoid any of the more complicated ones. And you see a lot of strings out there where people like use functions and things to make them all nest together. You don't necessarily need to go that far. So there's definitely excuse me, there's definitely ways you can grow it from there, but you don't have to be super complicated. You can just keep it simple, and I've been using it for 3 years and I still keep it simple. There's a U in there as well for Legro, SOUR. There we go, and then there's the actual bit as well. What is the estimated profit of the Uncanny? Maybe the leggings. Just need the big picture. It depends on the Uncanny at the moment, really. If I look at my leatherworking here, so we have things like the Uncanny leatherworking. We have the legs. My profit here on my server is 3,000, 3,500. So it's about, I'd say roughly just 3,000 to 3,500 average. Some a little bit higher than others, and that's just the Uncanny here. And then we've also got the mail armor as well, which is about the same, but the sale rate on the mail armor is quite a bit less. That's the only difference there. I like to have 3 or 4 of each. That's the main thing, really. The button bag add-on is yeah, well, I've got the MBB mini map button bag. That's fair enough. Thank you, Vallegro. Okay, so that's where we're at with our leatherworking at the moment. We need to go and check in on our blacksmith, who's also doing Uncanny gear at the moment. I'll go and just log out here, swap over to El Morte. Let's jump on over. And El Morte here, over in Stormwind at the moment. So those that have come in from Dave's stream, if you do have any TSM questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and me or someone in chat will be more than happy to answer. Helpful articles can help on the Discords, both my economy and Sam's. People are able to help you with questions. Yes, we try to be as helpful as we can in the. It's one of the most friendly and helpful communities that I've ever had the pleasure to be a part of. So, totally echo what Darkwing says there. All right, let's look at my auctions here. Except for Jack. Jack charges for his. Let's have a look. We've got a lot of stuff here, but we'll probably need to restock on some of this. Let's check on my blacksmithing. So I've got a few extras here. Combatant shield, greaves, moral hardened stirrups, and inflatable mount shoes is another good one. And we need some dredged leather bladders for those. And those we could get from the auction house, but we can make some for cheaper. If I can get some dredged leather for cheap enough. So I'm going to jump back onto Urfan, who we've just left, and see if we can make some dredged leather bladders for him. So let's just jump out here, and then we'll go back to Urfan. There we are. Over 20 Blood of Sargeras on the board for Taylor and Jouters in NA right now. Wow, Commander Von, that is loads. That is absolutely loads. Yeah, if ever you need Blood or Sargeras, that would be the time to get it. So we are looking for the Dredged Leather Bladder here. We're going to craft some of these. Let's go Dredged Leather Bladder. We can craft 62 of them with the Dredged Leather and Nylon Thread that we currently have. We need, how many do we need for the Monoharden, the inflatable mount shoes? We need 24. So let's make double that. Let's make 48 and craft those, and then we'll craft these, and then we'll send these over to El Morte, who can keep them in stock for next time. How's it going with getting all the recipes? It's going very well at the moment, thank you. Some professions a little bit slower. I think I'm fairly there with what I can buy off the auction house for a reasonable price for tailoring and enchanting. We're still working on Bridget and her Panther's reputation. There's a lot I haven't got yet through running dungeons. That's the next thing I really need to look at. Let me say this, you really look like your high school music teacher. Literally your hero during childhood times. It's been 10 years since we still contact each other. Wow, amazing pilgrimage. That is lovely. Thank you for the comparison. How do I keep track of what's been sold and what I need to restock? That is all done by TSM. The TSM groups, it's based on my crafting operations. So I'll have a crafting operation of make 3 of each of uncanny gear, for example. And then what I would then do, TSM would do is if I've sold 2 of one, then it knows I've got 1 in stock, I need to make another 2. And then this is where this crafting queue comes from. It's all down to the crafting operations that are assigned to each of the things. If you go into my group here, so my uncanny crafting group for leatherworking, I make 2 of each. I could probably increase that to probably 3 of each with the rate uncanny is going. I'll keep it at 2 each for the moment. So that means if I sell 1 or 2 of any one of the crafting items in this list, so it's 2 of each of these items, if I sell any of those, then TSM will, when I go back to the group and restock, TSM will tell me that I need to craft those ones to then restock and then send them on the auction house. I'm just going to send over these bladders over to, where are they then, to 4, and we'll send these over to El Morte. There we go, and then we can jump back and do this one in a moment. There we go, I missed a few people coming in there. Good evening, Prophets, hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. El Morte, we'll jump back in. Yeah, WoW is a bit laggy at the moment. Can't log out and can't change server. Oh right, interesting, okay. I'll hold on. We are okay so far, touch wood. Today is 5 seconds plus delays. Alright, okay. Lucas, good evening to you. What's my profession class setup on Alliance? So we have El Morte here is my blacksmith miner. We have Irfan is my leather worker skinner. Samadan is my tailor enchanter. Awakening is my alchemist and herbalist. Stabadan's my inscriptionist, my scribe and herbalist. And then Bridget is my jewel crafter and engineer. That's when the problem started again. Oh, okay. Too slow. What are the 3 professions to master for maximum profit during Shadowlands launch? I missed what I said before. It's any of them really. I would say the ones that would probably be good at the very beginning would be things like inscription and the main armor crafting ones, tailoring, blacksmithing, and leatherworking. Forgot the one for a minute though. And then obviously enchanting and alchemy will come into their own once the raids start and things like that. So do I farm herbs on those 2 with the alchemy inscription? I did whilst I was leveling up those professions. I kind of regret that I didn't have alchemy and inscription on the one character, because getting the reputations twice is a bit of a pain. But I've done so much work into them now, I'm reluctant to take them off of one character, unfortunately. So I may, in the future decide to bite that bullet. I've got Jack dancing with me down at the bottom here. Problem is my blacksmith character isn't the same account as your bank character. Can I link 2 accounts with TSM? Yes, you should be able to. There's a couple of issues I think at the moment, but they are in the middle of getting them sorted. But on the whole, in principle, that should work, yes. Trade mine for a 6-month sub. Right, so El Morte is going to be crafting some things here. So we just need some durable flux, which I'll get from the trainer over here. Blacksmithing supplies.
What can I get for you today?
Durable flux will buy. Let's get a couple of hundred of those for the moment. That will keep me for a while. There we go. Literally, Demacia, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Let's go through and we can start crafting. So we've got a shield, greaves, inflatable mount shoes, and monol hardened stirrups. These are the things we need to craft here. So you do all the reps on all your characters for rank 3 crafts, or just use rank 1. It depends on the profession and how profitable it is and how much time I have, Zulok, because that's a lot of time. At the moment I focus on those that I know have been doing well for me, and then if they continue to do well for me, I'll try and get them. You can see here my Uncanny Combatants plate. I don't have rank 3 on everything, and it's still a very healthy profit for me at the moment. So I have got the shield and rank 2 on this. I have to do some more PvP battlegrounds to be able to get enough rank 3s for this, for the marks of honour for those. We've got rank 3 on the weapons. I made sure I got those first because the weapons are the better sellers. And then I've got the same tailoring. I've got all the rank 3s on for those, and leatherworking I haven't yet. But these are marks of honour. That's not necessarily reputation. But that's kind of like the gist of it anyway. Start a new character with alchemy and inscription and keep your 2 previous ones for legacy crafting stuff. That would be a good idea, but Andy, definitely. That would mean I'd have to level another character, which is always an option. I don't mind that at all. How do I decide whether a BOE is worth auctioning? Your BOE prices seem to be all over the place. I would possibly filter them out by their price more than anything else. So if you say you went and ran a dungeon, let me see if I've got a bunch of BOEs on any of my characters. I can explain it through, because it's not a feature of TSM that's often seen. Let me have a look. Let's go and borrow your auction house for the moment. I could use my own. I haven't got many greens on you. I'll go on to my next character. Actually, I need to post on the things I just made, and then we'll go on to my next character, and I'll see if I got some BOEs on her, on Bridget. I think she has quite a few, so we'll go on over. So we'll go over here. We're in Dalaran, so let's have a look. Does it auto calculate the profit based on auction house prices? Yes, it does. And your crafting cost based on your crafting material price. So it's a balancing act between how cheaply you can buy things for versus how expensive you can sell things for. So Bridget, I believe, if we go over here, we just sold a Leviathan's Eye of Intellect. That's good, we'll grab those. So if I look at I believe I've got a load I listed on earlier, my auctions. No, I didn't have that much actually. But let's just take these 2, for example. I'm going to cancel these 2 off. The Battleforged and the Glimmering Mail leg guards. And let's take the Deep Dive helmet as well. Those are greens that I've been selling. Let's say, for example, you've got these in your bags. Just take all those off. And then I have a group here. Let's do a example here. So I've got them here. Battleforged gauntlets are there. The where's the others? They're all in a group already. So let's just do a little test here. This is kind of going off piece slightly, and I'll have to come back to this. So let's just make a new profile. Let's do a test relic one. Let's look at this one. I'll just borrow this and delete that. Okay, so let's say you had no groups or anything like that, and you wanted to see, okay, I want to put in any of these BOEs that are worth a certain amount of gold. So this one has a market value of 835 gold. This one has a market value of 4,000 gold. The deep dive helmet is market value of 4,000 as well. So what I would do is I would make a new group, and I'd call it something like BOEs over 1,000 gold or something like that. And then you can search within the group and you put in something like /1,000 gold. That's 100 gold. 1,000 gold. So /1,000 gold. That's for the minimum price. The maximum price, you have to have a maximum price in as well. So we do say 10,000 gold. And then all we see here is the deep dive helmet and the glimmering mail leg guards. So those two have a market value of between 1,000 gold and 10,000 gold. And then we can go, okay, those ones I want to make into a group. So I'll click on both of those and add them to that group. So those BOEs I'll do, and then I'll put those on the auction house. And then the ones that are not in that filter, if I take that off, the, which one was it? The Battleforged gauntlets, those were less. Then I would decide whether I was going to vendor that or disenchant that or do something different with that. And you can set your own price ranges however you want to. But that's a very useful feature of TSM that's not often talked about, but it's very easy to make groups based on the price of things and help filter things out, really. Especially if you do a lot of dungeons as well. Neville, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. The way prices are chosen is mystifying. It can be, definitely. It can be. But that's a good way, especially if you're running a lot of old dungeons. That is very useful. And then you build up your group over time. Let's just swap that profile back to Bridget's profile. Let's go to there. And then I can get all my old groups and operators. If you ever want to test anything, that using profiles is really, really useful. Can you filter using sale rates like that as well? I don't think you can, Stormcraft. Not that I know of. Please do correct me if you do know of a way of filtering those by sale rate. You can reference sale rate in the Tsm Sources. There's maybe something you can do there, I wonder. Mida Wow, good evening to you. And Crafty Kraken, good evening to you as well. So how are my professions prepping for Shadowlands? I'm basically trying to get as much of the existing professions filled out as much as possible. So I'm looking at things I can do with all my characters. I've got a good list of all the professions at the moment. Some things I'm doing okay on. The dual crafting, and I'm using all the things to help me with my percentages here. Dual crafting needs a lot of work at the moment. I've barely got anything. The same with engineering. They're probably my least developed professions at the moment. So I will be working on those at the moment. I'm currently working on dual crafting and getting the reputation for the Panthers, because I want to make those. I haven't had any sales yet, but we do need to go over and do our dailies. We're currently down here at Order of the Cloud Serpent, 4,000 out of 21,000, and we've got the rep buff here as well. So we're going to go over and do that next, I think. Let's head myself over that way. You can't filter from a base group using sale rate, unfortunately. Okay, thank you, Sakura. Not seen the item level on them quite yet. I guess it might be much higher than the uncanny. Yeah, I've not seen it yet for the new stuff, Doc Otter, definitely. Good evening, Humble. Lovely to have you here. Right, let's go down the stairs, and we want to head ourselves. So we're going to do the dailies. This is the first time I've done the dailies on this character. This is the first character I've done the dailies on, just to be a bit more precise with that. It's been good fun so far. They're fairly easy to do, definitely. Am I excited for what professions look like in Shadowlands? I think so. I think they're in a good place. I think there was more utility to start with more interaction between the professions. That has been dumbed down somewhat, but there's still some good things there. Enchanting's doing really well. I think, because you need Enchanting to be able to do all the other bits for the legendary crafts.
Hello.
So they're definitely going to be useful.
Travel safe.
Right, that's all done. We can hand in one already. Got the fish cakes for that. And we can do this one. And this one over here.
Tell me of your travels.
Okay, that's all done. Looks like most of these are all going to be over here. So let's go over and do these daily quests. We'll have a look for any eggs whilst we're here as well. Versatile, Dark Opal, 17 gold crafting, just sold for 550. Very nice, Hellrider. Very nice indeed. The time it takes to get a piece, if it takes a whole day to get one piece of gear, people will still buy Uncanny. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Neville. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get a full set of gear. Okay, Mushy, thank you ever so much for stopping by tonight. Hope to see you again on Thursday stream. Right, we've got tricksters to do here, so we'll do those now, because they're all nearby. That's all of those done. Quick barrage. Well, I don't have barrage. And then we'll head on over to the next one, which I think is the tiger. Yeah, you're over here. We don't need to do the regular tigers. Renholder, thank you so much. Your brand new Prime. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Have a whole load of emotes for you to use as you will. Thank you so much. That is amazing. There we go. Rumaroff, I have been watching my adventures with Samadan and Stavadan, enjoying them so far. When you try to flip items, should you include your smart average buy price in the math? You can. I think it's worth, at least if nothing else, knowing it in your tooltip, because it is very, very useful. Injured hatchlings we need to do next. So whether you actually use it in your operation or you just look at it in your tooltip, either way, having that average, I think, is very important. I would include it in my actual operation itself for that reason as well, just so that I don't post for less than my smart average buy price. Right, I need to bandage these up. Let's do these. How do I level an enchanter in a new expansion? Do I just mail a bunch of cloth to them to tailor, for example? Instance, if your main is alchemy scribe. Yes, my enchanter is also a tailor, which pairs very nicely for that exact reason. I will just use that up and make braces and then disenchant those. I've done Shadowlands. Thought I was going to land in the wrong time then. I've done an overview on Shadowlands tailoring and enchanting. I've already got a video of that over on YouTube. When I tested it a few weeks ago, it looks very good, very well paired together. So I think that will be the good thing about Shadowlands enchanting at the moment is that you can make the 3 different crystal shards and dust. You can go from one to the other and back down again. It's very easy. Right, so that's that. We need some more injured hatchlings. Let's go more to the middle. They're usually clustered around here a bit more. There we go. Here's one. Yeah, it's what's on my main, tailoring and enchanting. It's one of my favourite profession pairs for that very reason. They work really well together. There we go, and we'll heal this one. And sure I saw another one over there somewhere. Ah, there it is. Just on the edge. Go craft rings and necks, even old ones, you're making so much gold from them. Are you really, Canniest? From like old expansion rings and necks, is that? Do that whilst we're here. Tailoring, enchanting, mats, sell enchant, sell mats, flipping, expulsion, farm, extra cloth, drops, tools of the trade, extra enchant mats. Did you miss something? I think that's a good summary, definitely. I just sold a Legion ring for 2,000 each. Oh, very nice. I'm definitely going to have to get my jewel crafting expanded on then, from the looks of things. So I'm just going to check for eggs as I fly up and over. Can't see any at first glance. Always quite tricky to fly into a tree. But there we go. What are the Shadowlands crafting skill point margins? Do you mean in like how high the skill points go up to? Because it depends on the profession. The gathering ones go up to 150, and the others go anywhere between 100 and 125, I think. I've started working out what each of them do and where they get to. There we go. Do we do all of those? Looks like we did. Let's go around here and do these. We're doing quite well. How far have we got to? 7,258. So we're a third of the way through our exalted rep at the moment. So tailoring, I think, goes to 125, I think, or is it 100? I think tailoring's at 100. Let me find. I had that written down on my Miro board. Let me just have a look, see if I can find it, because I went through and had a look at those. That one, that one. Yeah, just have a look at this. This is my brain dump of everything I do research on and things like that. So Shadowlands tailoring goes all the way down to 100, and then you're into crafter's marks and things like that after that, I would say. So it's basically fairly easy. Make bandages, then go to bracers, make lots of bracers till they go grey, then hood, shoulders, then more bandages to 55, then the shadow lace cuffs to 65, then a few more bits and pieces take you to 100, and then that ties in with enchanting, which is basically you just disenchant to 25, then make a bunch of the enchants, take you to 70, then you just shatter eternal crystals, 70 to 90, and then eternal stats and various easy selling enchants all the way up to 115. So yes, so in terms of skill points, tailoring goes to 100 and enchanting goes to 115. The Miro board, this one is part of my Patreon, so that is available to people if you want to have a look at it, the details in there. I've also got a YouTube video that goes through that exact process. Let me see if I can find the exact video for you, because that goes through tailoring and enchanting in Shadowlands. Let me have a look onto my channel, and it's under, let's look at this, it's under the WoW Gold Guide playlist. Gathering and tailoring and enchanting, this video. Let me just grab that, and that is part of a playlist, but that should work. Let me just go and get that one and paste that in there. So that's the tailoring and enchanting Shadowlands video, and it goes through that whole leveling process that I just showed you there. Obviously it's a few weeks old from Shadowlands, so things have changed since then. Bags have been introduced on tailoring, so there's a lot of other stuff there. Yeah, it's definitely a big brain dump there. Quizillian, good evening to you. Always a pleasure to say hi, good vibes. Always, Goblin Mate, take care. Well, thank you so much, Quizillian. Lovely to have you here. And Dwarf Beer, long time no see, lovely to have you here. How's your evening going? Hope you're doing well. And why do people still buy crafted fingers trinkets? Wouldn't they get it by levelling? Yes, largely pilgrimage. It depends on the person. There's two types of people. There's the people that want to make sure that they've got the best of everything and will min-max as much as possible. And then there's other people that will just casually play through, pick up what they've got and enjoy it from that point as well. It's Patreon's a monthly thing, but you get access. Once you get access to it, then whether you want to carry it on or not, it's always up to you. Have a look. If you think it's for you, then it would be wonderful to have you then. If not, that's totally up to you. I understand. How often do I update my paste bins? It depends if I've done something major, Momo, basically. Looking at it, I need to update my tailoring one is going to get updated very soon because I've done a lot of changes to that. It all depends on how regularly I update my my in-game paste bins, my in-game operations and my groups, and that will translate through to my paste bins whenever there's been a major change. As I've been doing quite a lot in my Let's Play series with Samadan and Samadan, that gets updated slightly more frequently. And the other ones, I'm going to go through all of them and add in all of the Shadowlands professions once we get closer to launch time. There's not necessarily any point doing it now, but I'll be adding that in as well. So there's lots and lots of work ahead, definitely. Got a weird character that's enchanting herbalism. I've not decided on what to do with it yet. Shaman, so you don't really want tailoring, but hesitant to drop your enchanting. Hard to decide. That's an interesting one, enchanting and herbalism. I mean, I can see how the herbalism would work well for your shaman. I mean, there's nothing wrong per se with enchanting and herbalism. They, they don't necessarily feed into each other, but if they feed into other professions, there's nothing wrong with that, certainly. Alchemy seems fun. Now you did research. How do you think the oils are going to sell? And utility pots to go with them. I think they'll sell well. I think there's a lot of... it's the same as enchanting. I think alchemy and enchanting, because there's more stuff to make, I think there's more stuff to sell, definitely. Black Moon Potion will be the expensive in Shadowlands. It depends on the price of the materials. That's gonna dictate the price of everything else. The level of stuff you get from questing is lower than uncanny high level gear and the BFA dual crafting rings. That's true, Marvel, which is why people buy them once they get up to level 50, certainly. So where are we at? Have we done our... Yes, we have done our cooldown for that. So looking at our professions, engineering, we have nothing in Cultiran engineering as of yet. We have Pandaren engineering. We're carrying on with the Sky Golem at the moment. We're doing that for the Sky Golem. That's what we're currently working on. We've got 13 out of 30 of those. So we'll have a look at that. Currently at 49,000 on my server, so that's looking good. No problems, Bladder. Silas made alchemy fun this expansion. It provided a barrier to entry, in which case kept profits doing okay. I mean, they're very tight at the moment, profits, but for a good while they were very healthy. The profits on alchemy. I managed to get in there just before it started dwindling away. Leatherworking will feed your enchanting similar to tailoring if you can get hold of the leather from a skinner. That's a good point, actually, Real Jenny. If you did want to drop herbalism, leatherworking would be nice. Leatherworking, engineering and blacksmithing are all good. Yeah, blacksmithing's usually the more expensive of them, isn't it? Do some market shopping and leave with a clip of me farming. Of course, right one too. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. It was a pleasure to have you here. With the level squish, the Highborn Compendium of the Storms actually best in slot for many classes. It is at the moment, apparently, with all its uptime and everything else. Let's have a look at this clip. Sam farming. Oh God, that's old. So I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to do with my boom. So I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to do with my boom. Yeah, I remember that. Thank you. Right one, 2 years. Wow, that is old. Back before I had a chair, back in the day. Now I've gone up in the world. I've at least got something to sit on. So let's have a look. Okay, there's lots of things we can do here. In terms of leveling this profession certainly, and also dual crafting. Thank you, right one, 2. See you soon. What's the best market I've found to do well in? It depends on certain times of the expansion. It depends on what professions I've got access to at the time, and it depends on your server as well. When I first got into Goldmaking in Legion, it was really down to Enchanting that really kicked it off for me, and then Tailoring, because those are the professions I had. Looking at it now, in the current state of BFA, I would say Enchanting is still doing very well at the moment with the spread of the profession. I've got a lot of sales on that front, but I'm also doing surprisingly well with the leatherworking and the uncanny gear right now. So that's actually probably earned me more gold of late, I would say, than anything else at the moment. Just now, do I think uncanny sales will drop the time zombie event all comes? It all depends, Pilgrimage, on how quickly and easily people can get the other gear. I personally don't think uncanny will drop off that much, because much in the same way that hexweave bags still sell, even though deep sea bags are cheaper and are the same, people will still go with what they remember and what they know. So people have known for years about hexweave bags, and maybe they just like the looks of them, but hexweave bags still sell, and I think uncanny gear will still sell for the same reason. Chavdar, good evening to you. I have a question: how to post items fast with TSM? You're selling transmog pieces, but you need to click 1,000 times to believe there was a fast way with scroll. Yes, you use the scroll wheel macro. You go into your TSM under here and go into settings, and go under macros, and then the scroll wheel direction. I use the default up and down and control, and I use it to control my auctions, cancel button, the buyout button, destroy next, post cancel, and craft next. That's just the default setup. I haven't really changed anything there. And you just then go click create, or you have to click it a couple of times sometimes, but then whenever you want to post something or cancel something, you just move your mouse cursor off of the main TSM window and not on any of your chat windows, just some sort of blank space over here. Hold control down and scroll the wheel mouse up and down, and it makes things so much quicker. Enchanting is dead on your server. Materials cost twice as much as the enchanters. Interesting, Arabeni. Is that even with accounting the prices of, like, taking the bracelet shuffle into account? Obviously, I need to redo that bracelet shuffle. The numbers are slightly out now with the new materials we're getting, but the principle's the same. The BOA item tokens from Uldum are higher at level uncanny and free, yet players still buy uncanny, so uncanny will still sell. Yes, as Kania says, it's convenience and what people remember that wins for many things. So how much gold have I got that I could spend here? I've not got a lot. I really need to be selling panthers to be able to do anything more on this profession. So I might leave the profession development on you for the moment. Let's look at some of the other ones that we've got here. We've been doing a fair amount. Actually, I was thinking, should I go somewhere else? No, I won't. I'll stay here. That should be fine. So we've got options here. We could look at blacksmithing. That's got some nice looking recipes in there. I've got a few things I want to add into the list for that. I've been learning a lot of new recipes for that. So there's a lot we could add to that profession. See if we can generate some more sales. We could also try and collect more recipes on Samadan. Samadan's doing very well at the moment. So let's have a look at him for a moment first. The problem is that you need to grind Ulun Vale to get those items on an alt. Yeah, I guess that grinding is the barrier to entry, isn't it? I feel like I've chosen a bad server for gold making beginner. I feel like every market is sated and the competition seems really big. It can be a bit like that Katakara sometimes. Unfortunately, you never know these things until you start playing the game and getting into gold making. There is the options of trying out different servers, certainly. It's all down to, I guess, how many characters you've got invested on that server and whether you want to transfer them over or whether you want to start on a new one. If you do the shuffle, you get maybe 5 to 10 gold profit per enchant at best. It's not worth your time for sure. If you sell materials, it's 1 to 150 gold profit per enchant. Well, that's much better arrowing, then I'd definitely go that way. Money makes sense, definitely that way. Spent most of the stream scrapping, trying to make some expulsion to keep up with your leatherworking sales. That is a good position to be in, having more sales than you can have time to be able to restock. Speaking of sales, we've got some sales here, a Chord of Haste and Mastery. And we've probably got some stuff already in here as well. We've probably got all the Tide Spray linen as well. I'm going to need to do something with that. And some more deep sea bags for 182. So that's a decent amount there. I haven't really got anywhere to put that Tide Spray just yet. I might have to send that over to Hellfire. That might be better. Looking at things, I need to put that Mooncloth robe on though. That's not on yet, so let's just go through there, run a post scan. Deep sea bags going back on, Frostweed bags, Mooncloth robe. I'll pop all of those on. As you know, am I in the UK? Yes, I am. I am in sort of generally the south of the UK. Yeah, my server is very, very strange. I'm selling deep sea bags for 191 and frostweave bags for 200 gold, and they both sell. It's very, very strange. Got like 5 complete sets of each armor from killing rares for mounts. Wow, that's pretty decent. Got it off now. 4 AM here. Wow, that's really early, and still awake because you were up. Thank you so much for stopping by, Pilgrimage. Have a good rest and hope to see you again soon. You're south or east as well? Oh, fantastic, Carmen. Sure talked about it ad nauseum, but is the most effective way to find Expulsion done by scrapping? Sadly, yes it is. It is through tie spray linen braces mostly. That's the main thing. You're Surrey's way. Oh, okay, that's not far. I'm Sussex way, so not far at all. One player's trying to bully the market, and that's why it's pushing down the price. That can happen, definitely. Ah, right, in Kent. There's a lot of UK people around, certainly. Kent represent. Join the party. We have plenty of people from all over the UK here. Surprisingly, a large number from the south, though. So, looking at this, we want to look at professions and where we can get things. The main thing we have with tailoring, where I have the biggest gaps, is really in the dungeons and raids. Looking at this, if I minimise a lot of this, looking down the craft, this crafted stuff is all from the BFA, going up the ranks of things. I'm not going to be able to get these very easily at all because I'm not a raiding person. Much as it would be lovely to actually make these higher end items that are up here at, item level 110 for the Maddening Seaweave gloves. I think I've actually probably got something better than that at the moment. Oh no, 95 I'm at the moment there. So that's not too bad. But yes, the main things thinking here in terms of percentages, dungeons and raids seems to be the thing that I've done the least looking at this. And then looking at this in terms of expansions, there's ones that are the Legion ones I've not done much on here. Blackrock Depths, Burning Crusade is probably the best options for me here. Looking at this, I've got Karazhan, Serpent Shrine Cavern, the Eye, Black Temple. I don't remember doing many of these at all. Black Temple seems to be the lowest percentage there, along with Karazhan, We've got the Soul Cloth Soldiers, Soul Cloth Vest. That's bind on equip, that's bind on equip. And then we've got Knight's End. This needs Ash Tongue reputation for those in the Black Temple. I don't think I've done those. Wow, all close to Kingston. That's where Mum's family's from. Oh, fantastic. What add-on is that? This is all the things. It's a dangerous add-on to have, because it basically gets you off looking for lots and lots of things. Karazhan has a rep vendor for loads of patterns. Is this... is there something... I haven't got one here in terms of reputation here. But I think this could be an interesting one to look for. Phantom Attendant, and we've got the Opera Hall here. Then we've got the Serpent's Shrine Cavern, which gives us a Belt of Blasting, Belt of the Long Road. And then we've got the Eye, gives me the same. That's a zone drop for both of those. You mean Black Temple? Okay, that's what I was thinking, Canius, because there's a load of stuff here. The Soul Guard, bits and pieces here. So do you... What's the Ash Tongue Deathsworn? Is that just through killing things in the Black Temple, I wonder? You may or may not have just downloaded it. There's a vendor in Karazhan by the Horseman that sells 3 blacksmithing recipes. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this on my Tailor Enchanter, I think. He had an unintended nap and he missed the stream. No problem, Dioka. Unintended naps are the best ones. That's the main thing. Kill it with fire. It's the rep in Black Temple. Sell a ring that gives you a teleport entrance to the raid. Okay. I think of transmog runs. Where would I tend to go to make nice profits? I don't tend to do transmog runs. I usually go looking for something else, and it's a side effect of it. See, when I played Burning Crusade, back when I played it, I never did any of these raids, which is why I'm so empty here, because I was very casual back in Burning Crusade. I'm not even familiar with where these are. Where, in fact, is the Black Temple? Looking at it, let's find a way. Azeroth, Outland. Now, where will be the dungeon mark? There we go. Shattered Halls, Falcon Watch, Blood Furnace, Hellfire Ramparts. Black Temple is here. Okay, now I know, yeah. Okay, we can go over there. Let's go investigate. Okay, so best way over there. Let's go have a look. Just run Black Temple. It's pretty fast going. Could also only kill mobs too. Yeah, off we go. Let's go have a look. We'll just do a little bit of investigation here. Have a look. The Black Temple rep vendor is past the second boss in the circle room. I don't think in all my 16 years I've ever been to Black Temple. Certainly not been inside it. Yeah, portal to Shatrath and flies the fastest as far as you know. Okay, that's what I was going to do, so that's a good call. We're going to do this in our Dapper gear. We're not changing outfits. We should be alright, I imagine. Having just read the Illidan book, had to go looking for the Black Temple yourself. Never been there either. Oh, fantastic, Syncobatics. We're in a good position then. Right, so down here to Shatrath, I'm guessing. We need to... There's some stuff we need from the other end of the Shatrath rep, because my Shatrath is... I can't remember if I'm Aldor or Scryer. You are definitely not prepared. Not in this gear, I'm not. I'm still wearing my diamond tip cane as well. This is totally totally not prepared. We'll go have a look though first. You also get pets from the bosses as well. That's good. Okay, so we've got a little arrow telling us where to go, which is handy. Let's carry on our route. Okay, what have we got? Experience easy to get pets, vanilla, Burning Crusade. That way, go for very little on your server. The good thing is actually with the we've got the reputation gains here, increased by 16%. We're also human, and so we get another 10% on that. So we should be in a good position to be able to get some decent reputation for this. Whether it's just killing stuff, I'm guessing should be the easiest stuff. The second boss in Black Temple gives good pet for fighting as well. Okay. Okay, Vallegro, thank you ever so much for modding tonight. Fantastic to have you here as always. Good night and sleep well. Good evening, Lemacho. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. I need to head a little bit to the right. I've obviously seen this from a distance. I've just never actually experienced it. Inside, that is. We'll have a look. I could always... Oops, let's have a look. So currently item level 87. I could go up to 108 with my gear. I should really change into something more appropriate. I think. Corrupted Gladiators, Staff of the Lightning Serpent. We pop that on. And then our breeches, we'll go with those. Our slippers. And our jacket is the main things. Back to our regular gear. Shoulders and everything else is all fine. There we go, we're now to 107. That should be close enough, I think. Right, okay, so Black Temple obviously looks all big and scary over here. We'll have a look. See what we have here. Oh, Darkmoon Fair buff, of course, Syncopatics. Hold on. we need to abort this. Darkmoon Fair buff is going to be useful. Assuming I'm not going to die. Let's try that again. Okay. Be fine, even at eye level 50, most likely, yeah. This is worth a bit from Temple of Anchorage, but it's a pet that requires specific setup to be able to actually kill him. Oh, right, and that's mages, is it? Frost mages, to be precise. Ah, okay. Right, okay, so slight interruption of proceedings. It's better to get the full, as this is a rep requirement, definitely. Sigmund some fancy gear and gets all protective over it. Exactly, Syncopatics. Obviously I could just transmog it as well or something like that, but I know how it is, definitely. We're in our battle gear now, as I like to call it. Alright, let's go all to teleport, go over there, and then easiest way after that, so we'll jump down here, grab the buff,
Well met.
take me to the staging area,
Safe travels.
trash up to the first world and reset for max runs. Okay, thank you, Kennys. Would that be better than actually just trying to clear the whole dungeon, I guess? I'd like to try clearing the whole dungeon because of just for the experience of it with all the bosses and things. Just to see what is in there. Because I've never done it before. So that would be interesting, certainly. Now I'll do the carousel rather than the roller coaster. On the 10th run it fully. I don't think I've got much time to do that either actually tonight. But that's good strategy for the future. We'll do that next time, definitely. I shall take note for sure. I need to just run over here. I think I've got some tickets. Hold on. There we go. Let's get the extra buff. Experience and reputation increased by 10% again. I was on the way to... Yes, I was, Mayvora. And then we forgot about the Darkmoon Fair buff. So we're just adding that on now. There we go. I'll hop off. Hearthstone. Back out. There we go. Fit to Rain. You've not missed all of it. You're here now. And that is what's important. Lovely to have you here. I think I will, Doka. I'll do the full run for the experience just to work out and have a look at everything, and then for future runs we know we can just do up to the trash mobs and things like that. So the Dark Moon Fair buff gives us experience and reputation gains increased by 10%. So we also have the WoW 16th anniversary giving experience and reputation gains by 16%, and we are also human, which means we get an extra 10% buff as well. So we should be in a good position to get rep quite easily here. There's also the guild battle standard thing. Yes, there is. I've never really actually used it though. But it is, I don't think I've got the full reputation actually on this guild. I'll need to build it up again. Right, let's go back to Shatrath again. Slight detour. Let's go through this. Okay, let's go fly this direction. And then head back out to Black Temple again. Okay, back we go again. Slight detour. So there's a lot of things that all the things is telling me here in Shatrath I can get, but I need Oldor reputation for that. And I've got some extra stuff here in Terakar Forest, golden fish sticks, spicy crawdad. So that's for my cooking to complete that. That would be useful. But I don't want to go on too many different squirrel trails, so I'm going to leave that off to the side. We're going to focus on the main thing, which is Black Temple. And we'll head over this direction instead. We'll do a full run of it, have a look, see what we get, see what kind of reputation we get. I'm guessing, what have we got here? Black Temple, Legion, Walls of Draenor, Mists of Pandaria, Burning Crusade. What was it? Was it the Ash-Tongue Deathsworn? I appear to have some, so maybe I have been to Black Temple looking at this. Maybe me and my son went there a while ago. I have got 302 reputation, so maybe I have been in there. I'll know once I get there. I'll remember what it looks like. Look at my achievements, see if I've done it. Let's have a look. Achievements. Would it be Black Temple? The Black Temple. Black Temple. Defeat Illidan in the Black Temple. No, I haven't defeated you, that's for sure. There's lots of stuff I haven't done, to be honest, looking at this. Lots to add to the list, definitely. Yeah. There's some questing as well in Shadowmoon I can give rep. Ah, okay. In before Warglaives drops and you can't use it due to being a priest. Yeah, that's probably true. Things that you can't use. Alright, let's go have a look. It's always nice to do something new as well. All the demon hunters in chat would cry. So do you need, for those Warglaives, I'm assuming they're bind on pickup, and I'm assuming you need to get 2 of them to be able to get the full set. Or is it just 1 you need? This was the same as I remember when I went through Wrath of the Lich King. I never did the raid Icecrown Citadel either during the time. I've obviously done it since then, but I remember looking at all these grand entrances to things and thinking, oh, how nice it would be to raid these things. But I was very, very much a casual player at that point, so I never did any sort of raiding like this. I'm assuming we just go all the way to the end. It's where I'd expect it to be. Or maybe it's not, it's over here. Black Temple. You're saying it's over here. Ah, there it is. Down here. Do we go in here? This looks very strange. So that's like a broken area. Definitely don't think I've been in here. This is new to me. Yeah, that is very strange. I wasn't expecting that. Right, okay. Into the sewers. So what have we got? Through here, around there. Let's go have a look. All new, all interesting. we should be fine with just running through these. Obviously I've not got much in the way of mobility here. Is there anything actually here we can speak to? Alright, okay, got a few here. Alright, okay, I'll just take a few of these at the moment. As you're in here, this little side entrance. Okay, Ash Tongue Deathsworn, increased by 25, 26 each time. Girdle of the Lightbringer, binds when picked up, so this is all new stuff to me. Mark of the Illidari, that's new, don't know what that does. Let's head on up. I'm guessing here now. There we go. HS Spy, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Where's my... oh, I pressed the wrong button, that's why. Shadow Song Amethyst, not sure what that does. As someone wanting to get into professions, what would I recommend? You're a retro druid, if that means anything. I hope you mean retro. I like the idea of a retro druid though. That sounds brilliant. In terms of professions, as a druid, gathering is a good start for professions. It's not really a profession per se though. I would then look into something. Can I go down there? I can see something down there. I'm guessing, can we go up there as well? I'm going to go this way and do this one instead though. That looks the next one. We'll go this way. Super stormy last few days. Okay, I missed that. Sorry, if I missed anything chat whilst doing this, I'm just enjoying the dungeon at the same time. So in terms of professions, leatherworking skinning is also another option as a druid. You can make your own gear. You could try alchemy and herbalism, that way you can gather it quite easily if you want to do something like that. That's what my druid does. Okay, here we go, lots of people here, leviathans and so on and so forth. Let's just grab some here. Hi, Warlord. There we go. Let's pick up this whilst we're here. We'll grab the High Lord. There we go. High Warlord slain. Okay. All the things kicked off there because we've got a few extra things. Now, where do we need to head next? I think it would be down there if I was going to go anywhere from the looks of things. Let's go this way. Enjoying. Unacceptable. And we just sold Force Multiplier for 268 gold. That's quite cheap by the sounds of things. Let's carry on through. Reputation is doing well. Just grab these whilst I'm here. I should probably actually put this on my reputation bar. Where are we down here? So we want to go down Burning Crusade, Deathsworn. This one, shows experience bar. There we are, we're currently in neutral. Let's carry on. I'm guessing, now if I was a dungeon designer I'd be going up if I could. I don't see a route. Oh no, we need to go this way. Down there would be where I would want to go. Is there a place I can go there? Is there a door there? No, it's behind here. That's where I want to go. Looking at that, according to the map. But the entrance might be there instead. So let's see if there's an entrance down there. Yeah. Did I get a pet? Let's have a look. Where's my list of things that I got? New things. Consumable, Shadow Wisdom Temporal Good, BFA, BOEs. It's not in any of the lists here. That's a High Wall Relic. Okay, the egg one. Okay, oh, hold on, let me have a look. Egg. This one. Miscellaneous. Teach you how to summon a Leviathan Hatchling. Okay. There we go. Leviathan Hatchling. We have. Thank you for that reminder. Let's have a look. And pet journal. Leviathan Hatchling. Okay, very nice. 2 to 57 gold. Let's pop that in the cage. There we go, fantastic. Okay, so where do we go from here, from the looks of things? One would think in there, if I was to go somewhere, but I wonder if it's up here instead, from the sewers to the Black Temple. We are here, and I want to go up there, through the pipe. Go up the stones, there is an open pipe, go up there. Up here, let's go have a look, thank you very much. Deep sea bag, starting to sell. There we go. I see. There we go, thank you. Thank you everyone. This is a good test of dungeon design basically. I'm completely blind, only going from the map, so I just have to use my common sense. Ah, this looks nice. Nice open area. Illidari training grounds. Okay. So we're now in this actual area that we were flying over with a load of groups here. Okay, that's good. Can we mount up here? We can. Okay. So what I would do is go and grab all of these. Oh, don't get stunned, that's not going to help. I'm a priest, not a tank, so this is all going to have to work in my favour. Let's just scroll out a little bit so I can see a bit more. Here we are. Infiltrating the Black Temple through the sewers. Sounds good to me. There we go. Biggest boss ever. Right, I'm going to just do all of these whilst I'm here. Right, that was a lot in one go. We got a lot of stuff. I think I broke it though. Hold on. Let's get through all of that. We got a lot of reputation with that lot. Take that one out whilst we're here. There. Girdle of the Light Bearer. Okay, let's carry on through. There we go. Do I have a warrior? I suggest you farm content with a warrior that can equip the most gear. That is true. I'm not here for the gear collecting as such. I am here for the recipes. As a tailor and enchanter, I'm here for the reputation and the recipes. That's my thinking here. Just grab up these whilst I can. Didn't get that one. Rooted again there, doesn't help. I've got extras flying down here, let's just deal with those. There we go. Reputation wise doing well. Okay, oh wow, Supremus. It does look huge there. Let's go around this side and get this lot. Kurtish, thank you so much for the follow. Got a few extras on this side. So I'll grab these. Put those up there at the top. They're quite tricky to grab, so we'll just take this lot. Can I see these? These are all the way up here. Grab them whilst they're down. Smite those down. And then that last one, okay. Got a fair few of that lot. Heart of Darkness. Crafting reagent. Okay. There's a few more I missed here. Let's grab those. Let's do the big one, Supremus. We are here on the boss, it would look like, yep. There we go. And then the doors open and we can go and explore a little bit more. Enfi, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Did I look to see if the recipes you get actually give decent money, or am I just wanting to collect them? I'm just here to collect them. It's not really down here for the money. Even though this is gold making, this is part of collecting as well. The Priest from Black Temple is one of the best in here. Yeah, he's definitely enormous, definitely. The audio cue for the loot is coming from all the things. So that's telling me that I've got something that I haven't previously collected, which is really nice. So I'm getting a lot of extra transmoggy stuff that I wouldn't have gotten normally here, obviously. Guessing we go around here for the horde, exactly. Right, this is going to be fairly epic. I can imagine people not farming this, but actually doing this raid back in the day. And I can imagine it was a lot of fun. Right, I've got different directions to go here. I'm guessing right for the Shade of Arcama. Let's do that first. There we go. The rep vendor is in here. Ah, okay. This will be useful to know. Are they neutral to me? I'm guessing they should be, from the looks of things. Grab all of that. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Plans Dawnsteel Bracers. Could be learned by El Morte. But it's bind on pickup, unfortunately. It was awesome raid back in the day, of course. It's been a while since I've stepped in there myself. Yes, I can imagine. Yeah. What's my total profit gold made currently? Well, at the moment I'm sitting at 1.5 million. Oh, there's a karma. I am with you. In the grass my drive. Are you ready? My pills. I guess we should do this. Let's go through this. Time walking version of the raid if you want to experience it. Totally recommend it. I think I should give that a go, definitely, HS Bind. Through. I'm guessing I'm just killing everything here. Getting a reputation, which is the main thing. Let's go loot this up. And then I'll go do this stuff over here. There we go, do that. Scary Few felt so dangerous. Yeah, that's a shame about the bind or pickup recipes, really. It would be nice to have been able to pass that over, certainly. So I'm guessing you're not going to do well here. And the Shade of Arcama instead is dealt with. There we go. Got some extra stuff. And are we done with this part? Yep, you're defeated. Now where would I want to go next? I want to go either up there or up here, I guess, from the looks of things. Oh wow, I didn't realise how quickly the time's been going on here. Almost run out of time here. I've not even gone barely a step inside the dungeon. Okay, so you defeat the boss here and then we've got some people coming over here. So one of these perhaps is the vendor. Can't see one here at the moment. Okay. Is there another one outside? Let's have a look. When you use TSM to vendor all those unneeded dungeon purples, they never seem to get grabbed. Is there a setting to change that? For vendor settings, I'm not sure if there's something you can do for destroying. That's more for disenchanting though, more than vendoring. Browse type of vendoring, market value, ignored items. I don't see anything that can change it to not be purple. Yeah. Vendors in the middle area, in the big arena. Okay, let's go have a look and we'll finish up there. I won't have time to do the whole raid tonight, sadly. But this is definitely... There we go. Frostweave bags, selling for 200 gold. Let's go have a look. Big middle area. I'm guessing let's go up here, I guess, in the middle. Don't see a vendor here. There's someone over here. And you're here. None of the views look vendors. So there we go. And now we saw the deep sea bag for 191. Very strange. Ah, here's a vendor. Reagents. And Who's this for? Ashtongue Deathsworn. Pattern. It's not collected. But what do we have here? Ashtongue Deathsworn Quartermaster. You're the one. Here we go. Let's have a look. So these are all the things I could buy. What have we got? Soul Guard braces. These are cloth. Pattern Soul Guard braces. We've got friendly already, I believe. Boots of the Shackled Souls. That's male. Leather plate. Cloth is Soul Guard leggings. Can't buy those yet. We can't buy those yet. Leather mail and cloth for the girdle. So we can at least buy 2 of the things. Dawn Steel braces, Soul Guard braces, and Soul Guard girdle. There we go. Fantastic. Then we've got, looking at the rest of the list here, we've got Knight's End, which is from Honoured, and these are from Honoured as well. These Soul Guard leggings and these slippers. And we've also got a Zone Drop, Braces of Nimble Thought, would also be nice to get as well. So those could be interesting to do there. I know, now it's very strange. Frostweave bags are going for more than my deep sea bags. Okay. Might buy their leatherwork ones since they are BOE and send my leatherwork. Are they BOE? That's interesting. Let's have a look again. It says the pattern is bind on pickup. I might have to run through here on my leatherworker and do that one as well. My Death Knight has blacksmithing and mining, so that would be a good mix to go over here as well. Yeah, I'm using all the things for this Cookstyle, but it's definitely, this is a great place to be and a nice experience as well. But I have sadly run out of time tonight. So I'm going to park myself here next to the vendor, and then next time I'll probably have another stab at this raid and run all the way through it and see what we can get there. We'll get ourselves up to Honoured easily to be able to do this, and then go through there as well. Yes, it was the top portions, Inkstain, definitely. Went and got Warglaives. Oh, of Azinov. Congratulations. There you go. Congratulations on getting the Warglaives. Zanzar and Shah now. October went off. Okay, thank you, Darkwing. That is brilliant. Let's go have a look. We'll see if we can throw over an emote for you. Emote. I was looking at the emote. Throw over a raid. Let's go have a look. Okay, so we have Kalani's on. Zanzar's on. And checking and leveling. Yeah, let's go send some love over to Zanzifor. We've done him recently. Not done him recently, rather. There we go. And okay. Lichball, good evening to you. We're just finishing up here as well, so let's send some love over to Zanzifor. My next stream will be on Thursday, so a couple of days' time now. Thursday should be interesting. It all depends on how well the kittens have settled in, but we may get a kitten stream on Thursday. Fingers crossed, all works out. So hoping for that one. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic couple of days, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you all for being here tonight. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all, and we will see you next time. And let's send some love over to Zanzifor. Good night, farewell, and happy gold making.